Butterflies lounge, butterflies corner, news gets around. Thank you, Buttercup. Head on a swivel, fly like an eagle. Heart of a rebel, shoot shakes the devil. Straight shooter, stand on my purpose. Word on the purpose, I got the nerves. Butterflies corner, butterflies lounge, butterflies corner, news gets around. Butterflies float around, making music. Butterflies float around, making music. And where my buttercups? Butterflies float around, fly high, lay in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. Fly, butterfly, spread your wings, lay in the sunshine, love in the sunshine. We are the sunshine. Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Salutations and welcome back to Butterfly's Corner. How are you guys doing out here on this YouTube universe? I hope all is well with everyone. Yes. Welcome to another edition of Morning Table Talks down to the Butterfly's Corner. Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, Buttercups, we made it through the week, okay? Thank you, Jesus. We made it through the week. All right. You got to give an amen if you woke up this morning. Listen. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got 11 in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit that free 99. Okay. Make sure y'all hit that free 99. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning. All right, Buttercups. So what we have on the program this morning, Oliver Twix has came out and given a response. All right. So we're going to listen to Oliver Twix's response and all of the mess that is Funky Dineva, Michelle, ATLian, and all that nonsense that happened. Okay, so we're gonna listen to Oliver's response, and then we're gonna dive back into the unfortunate story of Kamani Latig out of Toledo, Ohio. All right, Buttercups. But so we're gonna do Oliver's response first, and then we're gonna get into finishing up the unfortunate story of that beautiful young lady out of Toledo, Ohio. All right, Buttercups. So thank you guys so much for being here. You know, we're going to wait for the 10-minute mark. And meantime, in between time, y'all hit that free 99 like button, okay? Y'all hit that free 99 like button. Free and easy way to support the channel. It let YouTube know that you appreciate the content, and it lets me know that you appreciate the content. So thank you guys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Top of the morning, my beautiful living for me. Salutations. Shout out to the hardest working Mod Squad on these streets. Okay. Shout out to my Mod Squad. Y'all already know, baby. Y'all famous too. Okay. Shout out to the Mod Squad. They in blue, they for us. Okay. The real original. Hold them down, Mod Squad. Okay. My beautiful lady B. Happy Friday. Yes. Adati, top of the morning, beautiful. Our beautiful Kansas big sisters in the building. Miss Eva Walker. Okay. All right. Hey, ST. Salutations, beautiful. Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Okay. We ain't got too many buttercups in the chat this morning. Okay. Something else must be going on. I guess I'll get the hint later on, okay? I guess I'll get the cliff notes later on, okay? But I want to do some honorable mentions, Buttercups. Now, I know I make fun of our platform being small all the time, but honestly, y'all, it's small, but it's mighty. So I want to give an honorary shout out to our beautiful Khadijah. She reached her 1,000. All right, Buttercups, and she thanked us for helping her. So shout out to Khadijah. She reached 1,000 on her YouTube channel. And our beautiful Keita, boop, 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 reached her 100 on TikTok. So thank you so much, Buttercups, for helping our beautiful Keita reach her 100 on TikTok. So she can officially now go live. So she's probably going to go live all the way, all this weekend. All right, y'all. So because she's going to be my co-host down to our gardening session down to the TikTok. All right. So shout out to our beautiful Mara Keita. She is able to go live on TikTok now. All right, Buttercup. So I'm really, really excited about that. Yay, 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 yay. Okay. And our beautiful fur baby Buttercup, Coco. Coco got her own YouTube channel, excuse me. Coco got her own YouTube channel and she has reached 200 subscribers, Buttercups. So I'm really, really excited about that. So thank you guys so much that participate in the moving forward, that my segment that I do down here to try to help promote and uplift other up and coming content creators. Thank you guys so much for all that y'all do. All right. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Those are just a couple of testimonies that, although we are small, we are mighty, and it don't take much, a little bit can go a long way. All right, Buttercups. So shout out to them beautiful. Oh, speaking of influence, Buttercups, your girl is very influential out here, okay? Because I was floating around being newsy trying to get some other tea together, and I came across some very interesting tea. Okay, now, Buttercups, this is the moment where I'm going to toot my own horn, pat myself on the back. All right. So, Buttercups, I was floating around being newsy, and this channel popped up in my algorithm. I said, my. That's interesting. The channel's name is Word on the Curve. I said, wow, I wonder where they got their YouTube name from. So I said, don't jump to conclusions. Some should make an ass out of you and me. Maybe they've been at a channel and, just a kodinky dink that is also a part of the lingo that you be using down to your channel, right? Hell nah. They just started their channel in October, baby. And you can obviously tell they're a part of the Garbage Pail Kids because you can see what their first few videos were about, right? So shout out to them. No hate. I just want y'all to see the influence that we have down here to the Butterflies Corner, okay? Because they apparently hijacked their name off of my channel and from being in my bushes. So shout out to you, Word on the Curve. Y'all go ahead over there and show Word on the Curve some love, okay? But this is just another proof and evidence of our influence down here to the YouTube streets and explains where a lot of the hate comes from. We are very listen. We are trendsetters down here to the Butterflies Corner, okay? It explains where a lot of the hate came from out of nowhere for Butterfly, okay? It's because I'm very influential. I can't get it out right now. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But obviously, they was influenced by my channel and my lingo. So they decided to make a channel, using the lingo that they got off of my platform. So shout out to you, okay? Shout out to you. But Buttercups, this is what I'm talking about. You never know who you're influencing and who you are inspiring. So that's why it's very important, right? It's very important, Buttercups, to just know that it's okay. It'd be okay sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Word on the Curve. Like I said, this channel just popped up in October of last year. So apparently, allegedly, they've been over here watching Butterfly. But I just want to give y'all proof of my influence down here to these YouTube streets, okay? Although everybody that hijacks off of me ain't gonna give me my credit, but it's evident where they got the name of their channel from, okay? Yeah. So moving right along, because we was talking about how, we pay it forward, right? So that's us paying forward. We helped this person come up with a great name for their channel, and we helped them launch their channel. So shout out to you, Word on the Curve. Shout out to you, okay? But that, once again, I am patting myself on the back. We influence out here. We trendsetters, okay? We are trendsetters, baby. Look at that. Look at that, okay? That's in black and white. That's evident that we are trendsetters, okay? So shout out to you. That's probably why you ended up in my algorithm, because you got your channel name from off of me, okay? But shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yeah, Buttercups. You know, sometimes you got to grab your credit, your goddamn self, because people won't give you your credit. Although a lot of y'all will float around in real time and know where half of these people getting the shit from, but won't say shit. Okay. So yeah, I'm patting myself on the back. I obviously influenced this person to start their channel and name it after my lingo that I use down here at the Butterflies Corner. So shout out to you. Okay. All right. Moving along. That's what I'm saying. See, we matter out here, Buttercups. We matter. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Okay. We passed the 10-minute mark. All right. Let's get into the other hot topics that we got this morning. Buttercups. Mr. Oliver Twix has responded, Buttercups, to the mess that Funky Dineva threw him up in. So we're about to queue up. Hey, Miss Beverly, salutations, Buttercup. My beautiful keyword living for me. All my Buttercups just now coming in. Top of the morning, top of the morning. Did I say good morning to my beautiful Miss Eva Walker? Top of the morning, Buttercups, top of the morning, okay? So we're about to get into Oliver Twix's response to all of the mess that is Funky Dineva and Michelle ATL and of it all. So give me a few minutes and let me cue it up. We got 19 in the building. Please make sure you hit that free 99 like button. And happy Friday. And thank you guys for joining us for another morning table talks down to the Butterflies Corner. Top of the morning, Miss Denise. Okay, Miss Eva. I didn't want to make sure I didn't leave you out. Okay, we didn't have a lot of Buttercups in the chat this morning, so for roll call. So, but that's okay. Shout out to the Bush babies. Top of the morning. All right, Buttercups. Give me 1 second. Let me cue up Oliver Twix's reply.
So of course I see.
All right, Buttercups. This is Oliver Twix getting into his part of the mess.
Hold on 1 second.
Just to remind y'all, this is for criticism and research purposes. All right, for criticism and research purposes, fair use act and being invoked. All right, Buttercups. Now this is Oliver Twix's response to what he has to do with the mess. All right.
Y'all want even better. Because I don't want to say what nobody said. Let's just say what they said. Let's just play what they said. You know.
He gonna play.
So he not.
So Oliver Twix is acting like he don't know the order of things, and so he got another co-host up there with him called Angelique. And she's, going, having rebuttal back and forth for him. But they're about to queue up and listen to what Funky said. But we're gonna fast forward past that because we already heard what Funky had to say. So give me 1 second, Buttercup.
Okay.
So they're really trying to piece some stuff
together.
But
he got started with Michelle that day. I do not. It seemed like she called Tasha K straight. That's what it seemed like. I could be wrong. Fuck all that, honestly. So I'm sitting here.
And Oliver is wrong because he actually went in on Michelle first before he went in on Tasha K. So yeah. All right.
Walk you through all of my emotions. Now, okay, let me start off by saying this before I even begin. I have to first of all repent before the people to God. Because if I was never gossiping, if I was never running my mouth, none of this would have happened.
He might have a point there. Especially, hold on.
So let's just if I never.
Now we all do a little bit of gossiping, and we know it ain't right, but that's the majority of all of our platforms that do content. A lot of us. Well, I'm not gonna say all the platforms gossip, but if you're down in the tea sector and you're reporting on current events and stuff like that, you're pretty much gossiping, right? But herein lies, right, the problem that I have with you gossiping to Funky Dineva. You know that Funky Dineva and Michelle have a soiled history. So that because you know that their history is very soiled. But let's get back into it.
But if I would have never opened my mouth about anything, none of this would have happened. And I take that very serious, actually. And I think this is God's way of telling me something. I know it is God's way of telling me something. Me and him already had a discussion that morning. And I said, God, I hear you. I feel you. Because he does things strategically to get your attention. And what this is attached to, what I will talk about as we keep going, it got my attention. And it made me say, Eddie, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. He didn't say goddamn mouth. I said goddamn. But shut your mouth. Because I'm about to put you in places with people and things that you don't need to be. Shut it up all the way from top to bottom. Shut your mouth. Because running your mouth innocently.
Dig our beautiful Keita Buttercups. Y'all make sure y'all congratulate her. She can officially finally go live on TikTok, Buttercups. So make sure y'all are there. We're gonna try to rush the live. So hopefully she's gonna come live all weekend. That way by Sunday, she can be live with me on our beautiful gardening segment. All right. Shout out to our boo Keita. Congratulations, Buttercup. All right. If you're just now getting in here, we're listening to Oliver Twix's reply for all of the mess that is Funky and Michelle ATLing. All right, Buttercups. We're invoking the Fair Use Act for constructive criticism and research purposes. All right, Buttercups. Let's go.
As I thought, can land you in some shit like this. When I tell y'all, anything moving forward with a bitch get on the internet saying Oliver said, they lying. Because moving this day forward, bitch, don't nobody get shit from me except for a hello and whatever my job is on camera.
But isn't there a fine line between what I say to you as a friend, as a confidant, versus what you should and shouldn't say on the internet?
I would think so. I would think so.
Excuse me, Buttercup. Sorry.
I gotta repent because I was dead. That's wrong. The Bible said he don't like people that gossip. He don't. And that's probably why the Black YouTube sector all fucked up, because we all over here gossiping and
but we
talking
all
about people.
It ain't nothing.
That don't make it right.
Right.
Well, there you said it yourself, Oliver. That's what we do over here. Okay, we gossip. Shit.
Everybody gossip. We all spread. We all talk about the tea with who, what, where, when, why, how. Give me more. You know what the Bible said? The Bible said we shouldn't do a lot of things, but we do. So, I mean, shit.
I took that as a sign from the Most High to shut your ass up. Now I got you from over there, and I put you over here in a good spot to do what you need to do and move your career forward. Which, praise the Lord, the career is moving forward. I thank the Lord. A lot of people don't get the chances and opportunities that I have had. And so with me being blessed with the chances and opportunities, I need to do my part on this side while he working for me on the other side and shut the fuck up. Lesson learned. God, please forgive me. I also got to apologize to Michelle. I got to. Because whether y'all laughing, and Funky, that's still... Funky Q, to me, is the closest thing two people can get that's not blood related. You feel me? Out of all the people in my media career, people like Oliver, friends.
Ever been stuck without Wi-Fi while traveling?
Hold on, Buttercups commercial. That part, girl, Francis.
Oliver, friends. Let me tell you something. I ain't never thought none of these hoes was my friends. I may have acted like they was my friend. I may have played a...
Listen, Buttercups, I don't know. I don't know. Oliver might be on to something, okay? Because, shoot, baby, my own experience, okay? Listen.
On to get along, but I ain't never in one day thought that damn bitch was my friend. Especially when I with two eyes can see what they do to other people. You think I'm dumb enough not to think they're gonna do it to me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
What I tell you, Buttercups, if they do it with you, they will damn sure do it to you. Okay? Listen.
The allergies got my nose fucked up. I don't do drugs.
It's the pollen. The pollen.
Yes, the pollen. I don't do drugs. I may eat an edible and suck a dick. I ain't doing nothing else, baby. That's what I did.
Oliver,
okay?
We ain't need to hear all that, okay?
I just got to get up this claiming because I don't get into none of that. You can rip my hair from my ass crack. Won't shit show up. Okay?
I know you apologize about, or you know.
Wait, hold that thought. I got to apologize to Michelle. I'm sorry.
So, just in case any of you are wondering who the female is, that is somebody that he recently started doing little lives with on his channel. Her name is Angelique. She's actually a beautiful young lady. So she is there with Oliver, asking him the important questions. Yeah, Oliver, listen, and that's what I said. Remember when I originally reported on it? I said, Oliver, don't you come back acting dumbfounded, acting like you don't know what's going on. Because Oliver has a tendency to act like he don't know what the hell going on, and he be the one that like set the fire off, okay? But this is his response to everything that happened and him being a part of the mess. Salutations to all my Buttercups coming in. Top of the morning. If you're just getting in, we're listening to Oliver Twix's reply to the mess that is of T.S. Madison and Funky Dineva and how his name got put in it. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here.
Funky wrong for that though. He wrong.
I'm sorry to Michelle because I don't like to feel like I'm bullying somebody. And I'm never gonna get into what Funky and her got going on. And me and her had a conversation, not this day, but on another day, which I thought I would never have to talk about this, but now we're talking about it. We're gonna talk about it. His fights ain't my fights, because when I be out here windmilling and I be having my own shit going on, don't nobody show up for me. And not saying I require nobody to show up for me, because I don't. I would honestly, the only child of me, I would rather handle all my shit by myself, to be quite honest. I want to see what my capabilities and powers are. I never want to feel like I'm ganging up on somebody.
Yeah, and I can feel all of it there, because Buttercups, I tell y'all all the time, don't win will for me. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all that all the time, but I'm not an only child. But I can agree with him on that. I tell y'all that too. Don't win will for me, baby. Don't worry, ButterFlii got it.
Or I'm third wheeling or bandwagon or none of that. I don't I really don't got no problem with Michelle. I really don't. You know, I don't. I don't like what she do to Funky. I didn't like what she did to Madison. I don't like what she be doing to Claudia. I don't like what she do. I don't like what she do to Candy. I don't like the tone of her content. It feels very mean-spirited, but at the end of the day, the bitch ain't never did. I mean, she has done some shit to me. She has. But ultimately, I don't care. You know, that's her. I just turn my head and keep on going. But that don't mean I got to hate the bitch, or we got to have beef, or we got to have drama, or we got to have problems. I don't want no problems with nobody. And don't nobody really want no problems with me, to be very honest. You really don't. I don't even want to lock in on nobody like that. Because I don't even want the world to even see me on that type of time and energy and what it gives. I want y'all to see the gray streak, the glasses, and
well, Oliver, I ain't never seen you give no type of time now, Oliver. Every time you get up in some mix, your ass be backpedaling, pussy popping, acting like you don't know what the hell going on. Even that recent mess that happened with you and T.S. Madison, I feel like you allowed her to punk you. And I was all up in the comments like, really, Oliver? So to come out here and now act like, you know what I'm saying, say it with your chest when you let T.S. Madison punk you is very strange to me. But that's just my opinion. And y'all know they like a-holes. We all got them. But go ahead, Oliver. Go ahead.
Laugh. That's all she give. I don't want y'all to see nothing else, okay? But I want to apologize to her. Because had I not brought up her name and when I was talking to him about what happened that day, potentially none of this, well, it wouldn't have happened because he would not have had that Oliver said to use as a weapon against her. And I'm not in agreement with it. Yeah, reel her down, but putting me in it as a bullet, no.
Yeah.
That really hurt my feelings. Because it felt like somebody that I thought cared about me, and not saying that he didn't, not saying that he don't, because I strongly believe he do. Like, I don't think he did it knowing he was going to hurt my feelings or place me in a compromised position or nothing like that. I don't think he did. I think he was just getting at her. But we hear the damage is done. It really did hurt my feelings because, as I've told him before in the past, I don't really want to be up in you and Michelle's shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, it's not my fight. That's between you and her. Yeah. And if this conversation that we had was in confidence, you know, as two friends on the phone chopping it up, just talking between us two, I didn't think something that I said was going to be taken and used later on a public platform, or I wouldn't have been having that conversation or all the other conversations we've had if I would have thought that this would be public information.
Now, Oliver, I just said it earlier. You really thought that none of that, what you taught, first of all, you know that they have a history. So if you really didn't want to be in the middle of no nonsense, why even have conversations with Funky about this particular person? You know they got a soiled history. So technically, really, truthfully, honestly, on Oliver, I don't know if I believe you on that. Because at the end of the day, you should have never really had them type of conversations with him, knowing that, you know, the feelings there. But okay, Oliver, I'll let you have it. This is what you're saying.
Yeah, because I would never publicly come out and say what he said. I would never even do that to my worst enemy. To me, it's lame. Now, him and Michelle going back and forth, that's them. To me, it's lame. To me. And it feels like I'm being mean to come out and say somebody stank or this or this. That is so mean. You know what I'm saying? It's mean.
Not stink, but stank with the A.
You know what I'm saying? And then here's the part two. And I forgot to say this. Now, the reason why it took me so long to go live and talk about this, because I rehearsed this in so many ways. Every situation I lose. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to get on here and talk and just say, at least I said what the fuck I wanted to say. Whoever mad, then fuck it. If my name was never brought up in this, I would be up here saying this bullshit I'm saying right now. Sorry, Michelle. Because I do feel bad. My bad. I'm so sorry. Angie, anything you want to say before I go into? I'll take us back to what I said and what happened.
So the confidence that you brought up with you and Funky, how do you move forward? How do you move
Shut
forward?
my damn mouth.
Are you worried that
Sorry, ButterCups. Commercial.
said in confidence.
I don't know, Candy. It sounded like he
get
did.
On the internet and say anything else
no,
that you said in confidence that was private conversations. Are you worried about that?
Right. Am I worried about it? No, I'm not worried about it. Could it happen? Sure, anything is possible. I didn't think he was gonna do this, but no, like, it's no beef between me and Funky. Like,
have you talked to him since?
Yes, I've talked to him. I have talked to him. Now the bitch hasn't said nothing to me about it.
He hates that because he knew he was wrong. You know he's wrong.
We talking about everything else. We talk about business, and I'm doing a shoot for him on Sunday and everything else. But I've been knowing Funky since 2015. This is like 10 years we've been in each other's company. He wasn't gonna come tell me this. I would have been so shocked after learning about what happened. He would have picked up the phone and called me or texted me and said, "Hey, Oliver, I did this." No, I would have been shocked.
He said, "I'm gonna just let the street."
So Funky didn't even tell Oliver what he did, and they talked since Funky did that, baby. Okay, all right, Oliver.
Tell him because I know the streets gonna tell him.
But that's still my nigga though. I love him down. Like what has happened does not negate that he has done so many great things for me, you know, including giving me my start. When I met him in college, which we're gonna get to this day. He asked me, "What did you want?" I said, "Funky, I just want to know. Like, I don't know shit about the entertainment business. I don't know nothing about social media. I don't know nothing about being an influencer. I know nothing. Can you show me and teach me?" And he did just that. And out of all of the relationships I've made since I've been in the entertainment business, I feel like the one I have with him is the most sincere because it was never rooted in utility. For years, he would tell people I was his personal assistant. I'm telling y'all here right now, I never did nothing. I never did it. I never did anything. I never worked. I never created. I may have done something here and there, but it was really going with him to the events, going with him to the bar, going with him to this, going with him to Quad House, or we at Tamar House, or we at this person house, or we going to TR Speak Easy that don't nobody know about, but like it was always that type of stuff, which was also very beneficial because I learned a lot about being a young adult, nightlife, the bar, drinking, stuff that people would try to do. I learned a lot, and I connected and networked with a lot of people. Funky is still one of my favorite people. He is like family to me. And I know I'm like family to him. That's my nigga. I love him. We just talking about the situation that has happened. I just don't want nobody to think that, oh, Oliver mad at Funky. No, I was hurt and disappointed and I'm aggravated. I gotta do this. But no, that's still my nigga.
Well, that's
always my nigga.
The ones that hurt you the most be the ones that be closest. But I would feel hurt too, and I would feel disappointed if, because the way you just, speak about him is with such adoration and respect.
Yeah, and that's Angelique, his co-host that he has on there with him. Actually, him, Angelique, and I don't know if you remember that female rapper from back in the day, Babs. She was on that female rap show that came out years ago. That Kai was on too. They actually have a show that they had started doing. But this is Angelique, and I actually like the input and the realness that Angelique is sharing as far as being an outsider looking in. So shout out to her. Salutations, Jane Doe. Top of the morning. All right, no problem, Buttercup. Thank you for dropping in. Top of the morning, all my Buttercups just coming in. Top of the morning, Gail Francis. Salutations, Buttercups. All right, we're gonna let Oliver. We're gonna finish listening to Oliver. But yeah, you remember Baps, right? So yeah, Oliver does a show with her and this young lady that's talking, and I really appreciate him doing it with her because, like I said, I appreciate her honesty and trying to help him filter this situation. So shout out to her.
Right, and you give him his flowers. That would really make me feel beyond some type of way if I'm telling you something in confidence. If we gossiping, we kikiing, we doing what we do because we peoples, and then I go on the internet and I see that I said something about somebody that wasn't meant to be put public because you got beef with this person like that. I ain't gonna lie, Oliver. That shit have a bitch crying, screaming, ready to cuss a motherfucker out. Like, why the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Yeah. You know, like I would feel like I couldn't trust you no more. Like I feel like I don't know that I would just change. I would change how I was around somebody that did that to me. I don't even know if I would be able to be friends with the person after that, or at least, you know, shit, child. But like, you know, I'm good on you. I need a minute. I'm okay.
You know, I don't know why the Lord has this inside of me. I get over shit really quickly. You know, I just do. We all fuck up. I mean, shit, girl, just a couple of months ago, my ass was in the media saying some shit, and then Madison was mad. So I get it. You know, I totally get how you can have a lapse and you caught up in this camera shit. And, you know, so I don't charge it to his heart. I know that man loves me. You know, I know that for sure. Can't nobody tell me that because he's proved it time and time and time again that he cares about me. Do I agree with everything that he do? Fuck no. Have me and him got into it behind the scenes, bitch? Yes, we have. But again, out of all the people that I have encountered, him being the first person really that I've met since I came in here, our relationship has never changed. He's never mistreated me. He's only honestly tried to help me out, and I just think this is a moment of him getting caught up in the moment.
In the bullshit. Yeah.
He's caught up in the bullshit. Now the bullshit still got some side effects, and I still have made decisions, but I don't think I'm not charging it to his heart. I'm not. I just won't do that. I'm gonna give that grace.
Yeah, and I'll say this too. That you know when you arguing with somebody, and
especially a bitch you don't like.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna say, even though I'm gonna say whatever's on my mind, and I'm gonna say whatever is gonna hurt this person because I'm upset, and yeah, I'm gonna come for your throat, and it just so happened to be that you had, you know. Shit, Oliver, you collateral. Like shit, I
really was collateral damage.
I don't think he had a plan, you know, because the way y'all are, and I wholeheartedly do believe. Like I don't know Funky. Like I'm coming in as someone who you know doesn't know, but I know you, and just the way you talk about him and how he has, you know, done things for you. When people love you.
So, Anthony, I hear you've created something called a ransomware survival guide for techies.
Sorry, ButterCups. That's a commercial. We're going to fast forward part it. But like I said, this is why I can appreciate Angelique being in and sharing her outside opinion. You know, as you can hear her say, she don't know Funky. And she's really just giving it out, you know, a person like us from the outside looking in, you know? Yeah, I haven't heard. Yeah, it is. Even though allegedly Funky tried to say Nene said the same thing. But I don't know. I don't see her and Nene was out the other night and she was right sitting directly next to her. Salutations, my beautiful Dana. So I don't know. ButterCups. I really don't know.
What's about that?
But that is an interesting
love you. They will put you in a position to succeed. And I have always said that. When people love you and they have the power to put you in a position where you can flourish and do better, they will do that. And it sounds like to me that he has done that for you.
Yeah. So most definitely.
So it's not a question of, you know, do he love you or not or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going off top, whatever. But yeah. I don't think it was done maliciously. I think, you know, when we get into it, we be like, yeah, fuck that bitch. That's why such and such said you blah, blah, blah.
You a stank ass bitch. You know.
You a stank asshole, blah, 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 blah. And then you be like, he probably was like, damn, I probably.
See, that varies. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. See, now that varies, okay? Because if y'all just notice, I went through my own little thing, right? And guess what I never did? I never came out here and said what was said to me about other people, that these very people are sitting up all up in their face, you know what I'm saying, on the hate train for ButterFlii. There's a lot of shit that was said to me behind a lot of these people's backs. I didn't come out here and share that shit. And I don't really feel like I have to, because time will show, okay? Time will show everybody what they need to see. So I think it depends on case by case, okay? Because I didn't come out here and tell none of the phone calls that I had and the shit that was talked about people that, like I said, they're sitting in these very people's faces, sitting on these very people's platforms, dogging ButterFlii, but they was calling ButterFlii dogging the same person's platform that they sitting on. I didn't come out here and put that shit out there. So I think it's case by case.
I have said that, but I was in the heat of the moment. blah blah blah. You know, probably was that, but
right.
it was still wrong though. It wasn't right. It wasn't right.
So let's go to the day, and I'm gonna do multiple things at the same time
because it's a lot.
So the main reason why I was hurt by this is because this could, and I'm just gonna speak openly. I'm speaking openly, honest. So whatever happens after this, just fuck it. At least I feel better that I told the truth. I ain't holding nothing back. The reason I was even in the vicinity of Michelle is because I was there doing something with Nene Leakes, right? Which he said he saw you at the Nene Leakes thing and whatever. Now, I haven't, and the world does not know in what way, in the capacity, and why I was there.
So this was not recent. This is
No, this is recent. This happened at the top. I saw Michelle at Nene's thing at the top of this month in March.
Okay.
This is recent.
Okay.
He knows why I was there. The world doesn't know, but he knows because I was so excited to tell him about my little star-studded ATL day I had between meeting Carlos for the first time, having that moment. You know, I saw Milan Christopher, which I know Milan, and Milan knows me. You know, I had that opportunity that I hope the world still gets to see even after all this shit.
Shout out to the big loves. But anywho, now Buttercups, what he's about to go into is what we talk about a lot around here, all right? Is the motherfuckers will trick you out your spot. And he's about to get into that, all right? So if you're just now getting here, top of the morning, my beautiful Buttercups, make sure y'all hit that free 99 like button before y'all sit down at our virtual table. We are now listening to Oliver Twix's response to him being caught up in all the mess, all right, Buttercups? So this is his, Oliver Twix's response. But listen, Buttercups, he's about to get into how you can let motherfuckers around you trick you out your spot. Because I told y'all, I believe that's what happened down into the funky. The person in the comments said Michelle got all this started when there was other content creators that was also talking about what was going on with King Kirk, Quad's boo. So now we're going to listen to Oliver and why he feel like this is very important.
You know, with Nene and all that other stuff, I was really excited about that day. And so even Michelle coming up was really me just telling my parent about how my day went. You know, I'm talking about the food, you know, I'm just describing the day. And so going back to why it hurt me because, like, one, Michelle is friends with Nene. You coming out saying it's about her could potentially fuck up what I got going on or what I'm trying to have going on, which is very plausible and possible. A bitch would be like, oh, he said this on this. And again, I was there working. Fuck all this shit that y'all see. Y'all may see me on TV, on the internet, stuff like that. I take it very serious when I get hired to do something or I'm on the set. Because that is my job. Oliver Twix is my job. And when I go on set, I go there, I sit down, I speak to the crew, I speak to everybody, I wait my turn, I do my job, and I bounce. I'm not there trying to create no scene. I'm there to work, respect the place and what's going on, and take my black ass home. And so for me, I didn't appreciate that Oliver was somewhere professionally working and he was being messy. I didn't like that. No, I'm not.
Well, see, Oliver, hearing live. I'm glad you are taking accountability because if you was there working, you shouldn't have went back being messy. Like I said, you know that this man and Michelle ATL got some real serious tension, and you're about to go into another story that happened way before this happened, Oliver. So, but you did take accountability. So we're gonna finish hearing you out, but herein lies the problem. You know that they don't get along, and you know why they don't get along. So maybe you shouldn't have been gossiping about Michelle ATL with Funky Dineva. Okay.
Starting out, but no, I'm not on the level of a Funky. I still have work to do, which I'm always willing.
Well, see, herein lies my problem with Funky. You allowed them bones to be carried back to you. Now you say you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You've been moving past Michelle. You ain't really thinking about her. So anybody bringing you a bone about a woman that you don't care about and don't care to know about, maybe you should have shut it down. But you had an open ear You had an open ear, Funky. So I think everybody's accountable in this situation. If I'm looking down the middle, if I'm being honest, everybody's accountable in this situation, including Funky. Because Funky, you know you don't fuck with that girl. So the minute they came to you trying to bring you a bone, you should have shut that shit down because you claim you don't fuck with it. So when I really don't fuck with you, I don't want to hear shit about you because I don't give a fuck. You did, but that's just me. Different strokes for different folks. Okay, that's just my opinion. They like a-holes. We all got them. But we listening to Oliver, and we're going to finish listening to Oliver. All right, Buttercups?
To work. I don't mind working. I think people know that about me. Oliver, one thing that bitch will do is work. He don't mind working. And so...
eye movement desensitization and reprocess.
And so...
sorry, it was a commercial.
This right here could potentially... which I hope, which I did a temperature check. It seemed like it may be okay. I hope the world still gets to see it, but it's like this could potentially fuck up something that I was really excited about. I was really excited about being there and doing what I did.
So seeing their lies, Oliver, you have to take your responsibility for that. Because if you know that this was important to you, then you shouldn't have went back gossiping at all. Because this is something important to you, and you don't want to give Nene the instinct that she can't trust you. But I think Nene been in the game long enough to know how she deal with bloggers. You know what I'm saying, and how that whole game goes. So I'll give that to Nene's credit. I don't think any of this is a surprise to her. You know what I'm saying? And I think Nene would move accordingly. But I don't know, because you know she's had Michelle A.T. ain't the only blogger that she's had a relationship with. B. Scott, which they no longer have a relationship, but she once had a relationship with B. Scott. If y'all familiar, I don't know if y'all familiar with B. Scott, but I won't necessarily call him a YouTuber. But B. Scott has a platform. You know, she's a blogger. So yeah, you know, I think Nene, know, you know,
and you know, like the world seeing this, seeing me in this type of light, seeing me do this type of thing. You coming out saying, I said this bitch thing could potentially fuck up my shit.
Salutations, my beautiful passion. Top of the morning.
What Angelique got going on?
Oh, Angelique's camera froze, but let me just say top of the morning to my beautiful passion, my beautiful Dana Scar, and any of my, there go my boo. Hey, WYW, top of the morning, CYT, my beautiful Dana Scott, beautiful traveler. Top of the morning, all my Buttercups that came in that I missed. We're listening to Oliver Twix's replay, all right, Buttercups? And we're going to, after this, we're going to get into some more about the unfortunate story of Kei'mani Latig out of Toledo, Ohio. All right, Buttercups? But we're going to finish listening to Oliver, and then we're going to take a quick intermission, quick break. I'm going to drop the link, open up the call-in line. Anybody got any opinions about what Oliver's saying? I'm going to allow y'all to express that, and then we're going to move on, finishing our story about the unfortunate situation that happened to baby girl out of Toledo, Ohio, Kei'mani Latig. All right, Buttercups? Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that free 99 like button.
What Angelique doing?
Her camera froze.
Angie, we're gonna wait for her to come back. We're gonna keep going. So that was one. That's why my feelings was like, I was like, ugh. I don't really need this because
as they should be.
My thing ain't, the world don't know. And my thing could potentially not come out. And that day was a day for me and my team and my friends that was there. It was a day. And we thank the Lord that it ended on an amazing note that hopefully y'all can still see. Hopefully, I pray that this don't fuck it up, right? And it's not about kissing ass. It's just about being grateful for your opportunities when the Lord give them to you. You know what I'm saying? And other people may feel like working with Nene ain't shit. Other people may feel like doing her podcast or whatever.
Yeah, and those are people that are haters, okay? Because any opportunity to work with a beautiful icon like Nene, love her or hate her, what we can never deny is Nene is an icon. Once again, she has the most memes out of any of the housewives to this day, okay? To this day, okay? Including other people's favorite, that old Kenya chick. A lot of people love her. I'm not really a Kenya fan, but you know, She even got more memes than Kenya. All right. Listen, Nene got the most memes. She had the most opportunities. So she's still an icon. That catapulted that platform. So yeah, Oliver, I feel you, baby. There's some people that, you know what I'm saying, might try to be funny money and not give her credit, but baby, that is an opportunity that you should not be blowing. Okay, let me be able to work with Miss Nene Leaks. Okay, your girl's not blowing that for nobody. Listen.
What the fuck
Top of the morning, Miss Rachel. Top of the morning, beautiful.
It was everything. To me, to sit next to somebody who has inspired me, who has entertained me, who has really loved on me. Me and Nene, we ain't close. I don't want to try to perpetuate that idea, but we've had private times. We've had private conversations. I've been around her multiple times. She's talked to me. She has really always been so sweet to me. And so I don't want it to seem like she allowed me to be in her space and then I came out being messy.
Right.
Especially if it plays.
I have to agree with you, girlfriend, because Oliver Twix has worked his way up and his editing skills are top notch. If a lot of y'all don't know, he's worked with Dr. Heavenly. He helped Dr. Heavenly get her YouTube channel off the ground. He's worked with, I believe he worked with Mariah for a quick second. Don't quote me on that one though. But he has made his name for himself and his business and what he does. So yeah, allowing or possibly getting tricked out his spot is real, you know, you got to move more cautious, you know.
It's what she said to me at the end, which was, Oliver, I really like you and I respect you and you dope. I don't fuck with them other people, but I like you and I fuck with you. And now it's like, now my shit in some mess.
To be very clear, allegedly now, I don't know this to be true, but allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve, this is how some of the fans feel that Funky Dineva purposely did that because he doesn't like Nene. So they think he purposely now that's not what I'm saying, Buttercups. This is just a word on the curve, okay? Rumor on. Listen, allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve, okay, Buttercups. There are some people that feel like Funky Dineva did this on purpose because he does not like Nene, and he is so close with Oliver, and he really don't want Oliver working with Nene. Now I don't know that. I don't know that to be true as why is Funky brought Oliver's name in it, especially if you had 3 other people that you could have brought up and you didn't say their names. You just said 3 people from Black YouTube. You didn't say their names. So it's mighty funny that you threw out Oliver's name, but didn't throw out the other 3 people that ran into her and told you allegedly that she had HBO. Okay.
Regarding her friend that she cool with. That,
top of the morning,
you know what I'm saying?
Salutations, baby.
All because my friend decided to get on the internet and blast this bitch and said I said it. What Angie at? We're gonna keep on going. So that was that. Y'all, I never said that lady stank. That is not what I said.
So what
because she wasn't stank. She was not stank.
Okay.
She wasn't stank. I never said she was stank.
All right, Oliver. So now you're saying Funky lied. Uh-oh. Okay. So Oliver's saying that he never went back to Funky and said that she stank. But you obviously went back and said something, Oliver. But I hope you're going to get to tell us what you said since you didn't say she stank.
And see, this is the part that makes me really honestly embarrassed that I even got to get on here and say what I did say, because once again, I feel like a bully and I don't like feeling like that. I feel like a huge bully right now, which is why I keep saying, Michelle, I'm sorry, because this ain't my style. It's just, I feel like a bully, but we here, we being honest. I'm sorry. It's never going to happen again. Here we go. First of all, Oliver, why was you even talking to Michelle? Let's start there. So the truth was, Michelle didn't come to me. Not so.
Sorry, Buttercups. I'm going to start that over because here go another thing. Because Michelle did say this when we watched her live. She did say this. So Oliver is basically now calling Funky a liar and co-signing what Michelle said. Hold on, Buttercups. Let me rewind it a little bit. Sorry about that phone call that came in. Hold on 1 second. Okay.
She was not stank.
Okay.
She wasn't stank. I never said she was stank. And see, this is the part that makes me really honestly embarrassed that I even got to get on here and say what I did say, because once again, I feel like a bully and I don't like feeling like that. I feel like a huge bully right now, which is why I keep saying, Michelle, I'm sorry, because this ain't my style. It's just, I feel like a bully, but We here. We being honest.
He said something.
I'm sorry. It's never going to happen again. Here we go. First of all, Oliver, why was you even talking to Michelle? Let's start there. So the truth was, Michelle didn't come up to me. I went up to Michelle and I spoke, right? Because we was on the same set. I didn't know what potentially was going to happen, and we was going to be on the same panel, if they was going to have us sit next to each other. Hey, girl, how you doing? Because me and Michelle have spoken before, right? Behind the scenes. Oliver, you and Michelle spoke before behind the scenes? Yes, we have. I'm going to tell you about it. Let's backtrack a little bit. So back in 2019.
Now, Buttercups, all of us about to go into a situation that happened. He just said it back in 2019. And guess who's in the middle of this mix again? Quad the fraud. But anywho, she's not really in the middle, but she was around in the realms of this mix too. But anywho, we're gonna let him tell us about the 2019 situation. All right, let's go.
When I went with Funky to the Essence Fest, y'all remember during that time, Michelle was in it with Madison, real heavy on the internet. I don't know if this was before or after they went to court. I don't know, but Madison and Michelle was into it real heavy. Funky and Michelle had already had their bout in the media, right? Y'all remember Michelle got on the internet and said she saw Funky and he was in the corner coming out looking like he was doing drugs and was sweating. And she said she saw me and I ran to go tell and I was passing out flyers and all the other shit. All the other shit was incorrect. It was absolutely wrong. It was crazy. It was wrong. It was wrong. Nothing she told y'all in that video is what happened in real life. Now, in her eyes, that may have what had happened, but that wasn't what was going on. Bitch, first of all, I ain't passing out no motherfucking flyers. I make them. I don't pass them out. And I ain't trying to shit on the people that do. Get your money, live your dreams, be happy. Miss Oliver ain't passing out no motherfucking flyers. When I was SGA president, I ain't passing out no flyers, okay? I made them. I got them, print them out. I'll cut them. But I wasn't passing out no flyers that day. I was passing Quad her phone because that was around the time she was divorcing Dr. G.
Hold on, Buttercups. Commercial.
Because that was around the time she was divorcing Dr. G. And the show was going to come out. And I had her phone because we was looking for food. And she told me, Oliver, hold my phone because she was doing something I can't remember. But she said, if my phone rang, please pass me my phone. I think a lawyer, somebody was calling her. And so I was running to go give Quad her phone. Not knowing I was running past Michelle and the other guy that be with her. Anyways, fast forward, Michelle then gets on YouTube and my name comes up in it when she dragging me and roasting me. And then Josh talking about he'll slap me in my mouth and all this other stuff. And I'm like, how did I get in it? And a lot of people used to do this a lot, which is another reason why I won't say I hate the way it just had to happen. I'm really happy I'm detached from a lot of people on the YouTube streets and the media because people will be mad at Madison, mad at Funky, and then get mad at me just because I'm around them or I'm working with them. When Oliver don't give a fuck. What a bitch eat don't make me shit, and what you suck will never make me bust. I don't jump in other people's fights because I don't expect people to jump in mine. Now, I can see what you're doing, and I can take note and inventory, but at the end of the day, it is totally unfair for me to treat you because of what you and another bitch got going on. Just keep my name out of it. I never liked Michelle. I won't say I never liked Michelle. I did not like Michelle for including my name in her.
Now, I would have to agree with Oliver on that. I do think that people shouldn't be obligated to be jumping in other people's beef. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all got writers, but you know, if it ain't really necessary, and Oliver wasn't even there at the conception of Michelle and Funky Dineva, so I could see Oliver not wanting to be put in the middle. No, I told, hey, shout out Miss Wanda. Salutations, beautiful. How you doing, Buttercup? Yes, they got beautiful showing up Miss Wanda in the building. Hey, y'all make sure y'all get y'all showing up Miss Wanda seasoning, okay? Baby, y'all better know now. Shoot, you see it, your girl used all hers up, okay? I'm waiting for my next batch, okay? Shout out to the showing up Miss Wanda in the building. Top of the morning, beautiful.
Funky's business the way that she was. And she had people from Fort Lauderdale was calling me and was like, Michelle Brown talking about you. I had never said nothing about Michelle Brown on the internet. I had never been on her page. I had never commented on her shit. And it's the only thing I know about Michelle was when I was in middle school, in high school, we would go to her site and then eventually Funky site and then Media Takeout, looking to see what was the latest tea on the Housewives. That was my interaction with that woman before she said my name on there. Do y'all remember this? The video still may be up. She pulled my name all in it. Anytime something go over her, Madison, my name is in it. So, a couple of months ago, was it this year or was it last year? I don't know. It wasn't this year. It was last year when I went to that YouTube event. I went to a YouTube event. They invited me out, and like they do, they go to see, a lot of these social media platforms, they hold.
Oh, you late showing up, Miss Wanda. We are at the butt end of talking about Funky. We are actually listening to Oliver Twix. I don't know if you paid attention to all the nonsense that happened this week with Funky crashing out on Michelle ATL and Dragon Tasha K and all of that. So, and he threw out this content creator who's fairly known. All of us, a lot of people are familiar with him. Some people may not be, but he's explaining his part in the whole Funky crashing out on Michelle ATL and where he has to do with it, because Funky, threw out his name when he was dog walking Michelle ATL. So yeah, we're going over all that mess. Showing up, Miss Wanda.
It's where they will invite creators, usually some of the top creators in that city or on the platform.
Thank you,
and they'll invite them out for networking, to teach them more about the platform. I've gone to, and I go to the ones for Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Snapchat, and YouTube. Those are the ones
Hold up, Buttercup. What is this? What's this link you just dropped? Oh, Aaron Hall. Oh, yes. Thank you, Buttercup. Thank you, Lady Ro. I seen something about that last night, and I meant to get up and do my research so we could talk about it. All right, Buttercups, we're going to hurry up and get over listening to Oliver Twix. We're going to listen to it a little bit more. And like I said, we're going to take an intermission before we get into what happened to that beautiful child down to Toledo, Ohio. In fact, our intermission is going to be having us to do with me looking up what's going on with Aaron Hall, okay? Yeah, I know. Listen, Oliver is who Funky. Shout out to my co-host. Oliver is who Funky came back to him and told him that Michelle ATL is smell. So we're listening to Oliver go over his part and tell what he had to do with it and what he actually said. And so far, he's actually said calling Funky a liar and co-signed with Michelle ATL said. Oliver's the guy talking. Yep.
A 10. They invite me out. You know what I'm saying?
We know you will.
And I saw Michelle there, right?
And can I be honest with you too, Miss Wanda? We already said we down the middle. I already admitted that I watched both of them. I pretty much stayed out of their situation. I can understand where Michelle's coming from, but I can also understand where Funky's coming from. So for me, I've watched both of them over the years. So I don't, one way or another, I'm going to continue to watch Funky, and I'm going to continue to watch Michelle ATL. So for me, I'm not really on nobody's side in this situation. I just have an understanding of both sides. That's all. But I'm just bringing back, we're closing out the story with Oliver coming out and speaking his piece. That's all. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, you thought Oliver was a lady? No, Oliver's a whole male. A whole male. Yep.
The reason why I walked up and spoke to Michelle was because she was in the company of the only two other people I knew in that room, which was Binge-Worthy. Y'all know Binge-Worthy on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And House of Aaron. I know them very well. But not very well, but I've hung out with them. I've spoken to them. They real cool, sweet guys. Always nice and sweet to me. I've done some work with Binge-Worthy. When I was on Chasing Reality, I had him do some shit. And I like Aaron. Aaron is a kid. And I've hung out with them.
Thank you, One Dark and Lovely. Top of the morning, beautiful. Thank you. Shout out to all the Bush babies. Yes, y'all. So we're listening to Oliver right now. And a lot of y'all I'm familiar with Binge-Worthy and House of Aaron. Shout out to them.
Couple times. And so I'm in a room full of people I do not know. Innately, you're going to go to the people that you do know. But Michelle Brown was over there. So I said, you know what? This is the perfect time for me to approach her. Because see, I'm that girl. I can't really do the back and forth on the internet like how they do and argue. I just can't do it. I would rather, unless it's on a TV screen, like we on a reality TV show, I can argue with you then. Or we can talk in person and we can fight. If you got so much energy. Angie back.
Sorry about that. Commercial. Hold on, Buttercups.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just jump on in. So I'm like, this is a perfect time for me to approach Michelle. Scoot over a little bit, Andrew, just in case we got to clip this. Get in the center, yeah. No, the other side. Yeah, there you go. And so I rolled over Michelle. I said, Michelle, why you always got my name in your mouth when you talk about them people? I ain't never said nothing about you. And she got the you know. And I'm not gonna lie, in the moment, I saw Michelle for what it was. You know, all this online shit she be doing, that's just what she do on the internet. When I was talking to her in person, she was actually very nice. And she was actually, I don't think she expected me to press her. I don't think she expected that because she was stuttering just a little bit, but she was very nice and very pleasant. And I said, Michelle, I don't appreciate that because I've never said nothing about you. Ever. I've never done anything to you.
Now, I have to agree with Oliver, okay? Y'all know I tell y'all all the time. Y'all say ButterFlii's name 3 times. I'm like Candyman, baby. I shows up, okay? ButterFlii will show up. So I have to agree with Oliver with that one. I will show up, okay? Say my name 3 times. I'm there.
You got going on, whatever you got going on with them, keep me out of it. Because I don't adopt their feelings. I don't jump in other people's fights. Because people don't jump in my fights, and I don't expect nobody to jump in my fight. I've never said nothing to you, about you, done nothing to you. So please, like why? It's not nice and it's not kind.
Can you give me the cliff notes? You press Michelle at this event?
Yeah, at the YouTube event.
So this is, I believe the YouTube event he's talking about, I believe he's talking about from 2019, from when Michelle did that video after seeing them at the Essence Festival. So I don't think this is the recent event. I believe he's still giving us the background story from 2019.
She apologized and said, okay, everything clear, everything clean. I said, thank you. You know, and not saying me and Michelle got to be friends because we're not gonna be friends. Because you don't like my friends. So I don't expect us to be friends. But we're gonna be in the same room potentially. We're gonna be at the same events potentially. And I said that the first time I saw her in person, I was gonna walk up to her and we was gonna talk. We was. I don't want no beef or no drama, especially with a bitch that I ain't never did nothing to. And you ain't never did, you know. Now she done talked about me on the YouTube, which I get, because that's what she do. Moving forward, slate is clean. We cool. Like she said, yeah, cool. Fast forward to than anything, I see her there. Now, granted, I thought potentially.
All right, y'all. So, yep, that was the backstory of 2019. So now he fast forward. Now he's gonna get into the whole situation that recently happened with him running into her at Nene's live show.
I was going to be there to be filming for, which I was originally supposed to be filming for the podcast that her and Sierra has. If you watch the podcast, they have 2 people that sit next to each other. So I thought in my brain, potentially, it's going to be Michelle and I sitting next to each other for this podcast. Let me go up to her now and say hello. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Hello.
You should never have turned and said hello, baby. You should just sat down next to her. Oh, Lord Jesus.
So Oliver's now pausing with his hand over his face. Oliver, get to the goddamn point now. Shit, we got other shit to talk about this morning. Come on.
Look at this.
The conversation was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver, you didn't say the lady stank, but what did you say? This is what I said. So later when I was telling Funky about my day, and again, I'm telling him something that I haven't even told a lot of my close people that I've done because I wanted the moment to be the moment. You know, and it's unfortunate that even if the moment still happens, this is going to be brought up, which makes me a little agitated because I wanted to have my own moment. You know, like let me do my thing.
Okay, dragging it out. Just get to it.
What I did say was, Jesus, Michelle, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. What I did say was verbatim, I understand what people say when they talk about her. Eddie, what you mean by that? We all know for years on the YouTube streets, people done said Michelle stank, right? That's what they said. They said she got a foul odor. So in me talking to Funky, I said, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm talking Michelle, ooh, child, I finally see, you know, gossiping, Lord, I'm sorry. Ooh, child, I finally see what people be saying about her. This shit not funny, man.
It's not funny. He had to move his face out the damn camera so he could laugh. While Angelique over there just gonna go ahead and just laugh. You know, she ain't got nothing to do with nothing, so she don't really care. But okay, so in not so many words, you basically said she stink. Okay, Oliver? In not so many words. You didn't use them exact words, Oliver, but that's what the hell you said. Oliver, you had to sit through all this bullshit for the semantics of it all. Okay.
And this is torturing me. And this is really part of my punishment. I feel so bad that it's people laughing off. Like, honestly, I feel bad.
You should.
Like, oh my God.
You should feel horrible. You damn right you should feel horrible.
What I did say was, I see what people be talking about. And I followed it up by saying, I said she wasn't stained, but it smelled like flesh. You know, it smelled like flesh was being.
Now you going into detail, baby. You might as well say you said she stank. It smelled like flesh. What type of flesh? Burning flesh? Sweaty flesh? Come on now, Oliver. You basically said the woman stink.
It, you know, it just smelled like.
Hold on, Buttercups.
No, flesh being shed.
Like, it was just flesh.
Oh my God. You've been around the old folks too long. It don't stink, but it smells like flesh. What?
Now, what is flesh? Now, if you tell me it smells like flesh, right, and she talk about old school, you know how we kids, we outside running around playing, get sweaty. You know, there's a certain, like, a type of stench that we bring in from the outside. Is that what you trying to say the smell like? I don't know, but either way, Oliver, you did say she stank, okay? You did say she stank, Oliver. You did. You did. And that's the end of that. All right, we got to the nitty gritty. So Oliver did say it. Oliver allowed himself, his big mouth, to be gossiping with somebody. Sorry about that, Buttercups. Oliver. You did say she's stinking, not so many words, okay? And at the end of the day, this is the way I look at it, Oliver. You know, Funky and K, I keep wanting to call her K Michelle. You know, Funky and Michelle A.T. Alien have a soil history. You should have never even mentioned anything about her HBO, even if you was just going to mention her and just, yeah, I seen Michelle there. I spoke and then moved on with the conversation. That's not what you did. You kind of played into the many things, okay? You played into, listen, Oliver, you played into it because you knew bringing it back to somebody like Funky, who she, you know, she constantly shades on a regular basis to this day. You should have known at some point Funky was going to bring that back up. Right. Like, listen, Flesh, I'm trying to figure out what Flesh smell like. You know, he ain't say wet dogs. So the only thing I can think about is, you know, when we kids, we outside running around, you know what I'm saying, all day getting a little filthy. There's a certain stench that, you know, that you carry. You know, your mama tell you, go get in that tub. Don't touch my refrigerator. Don't wash your hands. Go get in the tub. Go run your bath water. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what flesh mean. But like, what flesh? Burning flesh? Open flesh, like what type of flesh? Like, you know, I don't know, Buttercups. It could just be me, but what does he mean by flesh? Okay, and I'm figuring, you know, the filthy. You know, you come from outside, long day being outside, running around playing. I don't know, Miss Rachel. I don't know. Cause what? I mean, what could he mean? You know what? It probably is a condition. and she might have to change her diet. And I was gonna say that. Thank you, Gail Francis, for saying that. I was gonna say it's probably a condition, a medical condition, because you know there are plenty of different type of medical conditions. Some are rare, but they do exist. You know, so it probably is a medical condition that, for all we know, she's probably tried all type of things to help her with it. But I do think a huge part of her diet, changing her diet, might help with that. I don't know, because I don't, I've never heard her come out and say that she has an actual medical condition, and this is why she carries a certain odor with her. But I don't know anybody that wanted to share something so personal like that anyway. So, but I feel like I remember years ago, when her and Funky first got into it, Funky did admit that it's a medical condition that she has. But I could be wrong. My memory could be serving me wrong. But I did think that Funky said that it was a medical condition some years ago. But I could be wrong. So much didn't happen. Right. He didn't say what type of flesh. Dead flesh. You know what I'm saying? He didn't name what type of flesh. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe it, Miss Eva? Yeah. I can understand, because, like you said, it's really mainly people that don't like her. Top of the morning, my beautiful, live with loyalty, Grand Rising. Yeah, when the babies come home from school, they smell like, the world outside. That's the word I was looking for. They smell like outside, okay? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all got babies. Y'all know you let them run around all, in the summertime all day, stuff like that, depending on your geographic, because, for us, it'd be the summertime, because, our winters be brutal. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But Oliver, you did say that. So yeah, Oliver, I'm glad you're apologizing, and I hope you did learn your lesson. And much like you, I don't think Funky meant to. But then again, I don't know, because a lot of people feel like Funky did do it on purpose, because he don't like Nene neither. And the reason why he threw you out there, so maybe you can lose that opportunity with Nene. Now, I'm not saying that Funky got that type of spirit. That's not what I'm saying. That's what the people in the comments are saying, okay? The word on the curve is, rumor has it, allegedly, a lot of the people that's watching this play out feel like that's what Funky did, Right. I don't, that's what I'm like, what do you mean by flesh, Oliver? You're still trying to, you're somewhat trying to take responsibility while still not trying to take responsibility. So, yeah. No, did he say something about Nene too? I don't know if he said something about Nene too, but I think he believed. Funky said that Nene also claimed that Michelle ATL had an odor about her, but I don't know how true that is, because they just did a live last week and they was hanging out at dinner, and it looks like Michelle was sitting right next to Nene. I'm quite sure if it was that serious. In fact, I think Michelle even went to Paris. I think Nene had a birthday party. She had a couple of birthday celebrations, but I believe one of them was in Paris, and I believe Michelle ATM flew out there too. So I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily believe that Nene said that. And Funky don't like Nene, so I'm trying to figure out at what point and then where would Nene had told Funky that, and Funky and Nene don't really have a relationship, So that's kind of weird. I don't know. But that's all of our reply, Buttercups. Okay, we're going to take a quick intermission. Right. Hey, shout out, Miss Wanda. You want to hit the link and come say hi to the Buttercups real quick? You ain't got to stay long. Just come say hi. We love seeing our Wanda J. Blige. Mars, could y'all drop the link for our beautiful Wanda J. Blige if she got a second to come up and say hi? We just want to see that beautiful face or hear that beautiful voice, It ain't mandatory Wanda J. Blige, but shoot, come up here and tell us what you think, because we already know you love you some Funky. Yeah, Wanda J. Blige, come and tell us what you think about this whole Funky ATLien situation. Yeah, that's what we can do. We can get your opinion. All right, Buttercups, we're going to open in a call-in line. It is Friday. So the call-in line, right, right. That's why I'm like, Khadijah, I don't know, because I don't think Nene would be sitting around that like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't take Nene for that type of person that would sit around something like that. I don't know. No face, no case. The call-in line will be open. And I'm gonna take a quick intermission so I can go dig up this Aaron Hall tea. All right, y'all, because I do remember seeing something about that last night, and I forgot to do my research this morning. As you can see, I took us on a little trail walk. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good morning, beautiful.
Hi, ButterFlii. How you doing, baby?
I'm hanging in there, Wanda J. Blige. I'm hanging in. I
That's
can't complain. You know, I woke up this morning. How
that's.
you been, beautiful? We see
I'm
you
doing
getting beat to
fine.
God.
Make sure y'all watch Carlo's show tonight. Now, don't forget. You
Oh
already
yes,
know.
yes. Your episode premieres tonight.
Yes. So make sure y'all
You
go over there. I tell all
so
your men,
beautiful,
everybody to
Wanda
go
J.
over there
Blige.
and make sure y'all watch it tonight, baby.
Yes, but you wonder what show we talking about? This one right here, baby. You see the beautiful Wanda J. Blige. Now, Buttercup, Carlos playing chess, okay? Not checkers, but chess. And you know, the rumor was allegedly, word on the curve is that Wanda J. Blige episode was never going to air. But guess what, Buttercups? It's airing tonight. Shout out to you, beautiful Wanda J. Blige. We can't wait
Yeah.
to see it because you are a hoop girl.
Girl, I was in the bed. I said, y'all, I got to catch one of ButterFlii's live. I said, she talking about my baby Funky. Y'all know I
Yes,
love the
yep.
hell out of Funky. And see, the reason why I can say that about Funky, I know Funky. I know him. I'd have been around him. We'd have been together. We've been hanging out together and everything. So it ain't like somebody I don't know. I know Funky. I know him. I know when Funky first came on, he used to talk about he used to always talk about me, Tisha, Marceau, and all us until he got a chance to meet us. When he met us, all that shit went out the door. And I liked it. I like when you meet somebody, you get a chance to know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all of that went out the door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's a beautiful thing. That's a
yeah,
beautiful thing because it's like that be the type of the situation because sometimes you start off with certain people, but you don't end up with them. So I think that's really dope that y'all was able to build
connect.
a rapport and
Yes.
stuff, and he got y'all for himself. I really do like that.
Yeah,
I
because
appreciate that.
a lot of people don't know you. They just only go by what other people say, and what other people do.
Right.
They think it always think it'd be me. But like I told you before, I don't argue with nobody unless I'm on that show. I ain't got time to be arguing back and forth with these blogs because I ain't getting paid to do all of that.
You ain't Wanda J. Blige. That
I ain't
time
got
has came and passed. Listen, there's a season, reason, in a lifetime, and some be
period,
none of the above. And
period.
that
But
season of going back and forth with these bottom feeders is long is done.
but
So
you
we
know
on a
what,
new bigger back.
ButterFlii? You know what, ButterFlii? I want to say to you, I really appreciate you. From I think I've been knowing you for like 3 years now. I think we met back in 2022 when my niece
Yep,
introduced us on the phone. You remember
yep,
when my niece
yep. I
introduced
got to
us on the
on my
phone?
uniform. Yep,
And
I was
I
able to
only
find
been knowing
my,
you like
my
3 years, 2.5 years, like 3 years. And I love when you made that statement say, Miss Wanda did not say that. I know Miss Wanda, she did not say that. Girl, you really touched my soul when you said that. Now that's a friend. When a person can come back and say, I know Miss Wanda didn't say that. I know she didn't say that. I know. And you are absolutely right. And I'm not coming back to start no mess on on your platform, but I just wanted you to know you was absolutely right, and I just love you for that. I love you for that. And we don't talk every day, but when we do talk,
no,
it's be about my family, it be about the show, and it be about other things. And I love that. I love that. And I really appreciate you. Cause if you there for a person, you there for that person. You know what I'm saying? And I love
right.
you for that. I truly do. I love you for that. And that let me know that you truly a friend. I mean, not just saying that a close friend, but I
Yeah,
can rock with you. I can rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
no,
Because of
no.
what you
I
said. Just
know you
because of what
didn't
you
say
said.
that. I
Huh?
knew you didn't say that. I knew
Yeah.
you didn't say that.
And I'm
That
glad
I
you
just
know me.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so glad. But a lot of people said, well, they took a week to come and say this. They took 2 weeks to come and say, I don't have time for this bullshit. I come on here because you was talking about Funky Dineva. My thing is, I don't have time.
Hold up, Wanda J. Blige. We lost you, beautiful. We lost your sound. But Buttercups, now we know what's going on, all right? We're gonna let my beautiful Wanda J Blige say what she gotta say, Buttercups. But we already know it's onward and upward, okay? We know we ain't going backwards.
Okay, can you
But
hear me now?
yep, we can hear you now, beautiful. Yep.
Okay, yeah. I just love. I just come to give you your flowers. That's it. I ain't trying to start nothing on your page. I just want to give you your flower, and I love the way the words that came out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I love that you stuck up and say it what you said because a lot of people just take stuff and they run with it for no reason at all. Nobody don't have a reason why they run with things, but they run with it. So I'm glad I
Right.
had a friend that says that Miss Wanda didn't say that. I know she didn't say that. And that's went a long ways with me, with you. And I appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. And my
Absolutely,
family
Wanda J.
love your commentary too. My family love you. They truly do.
Oh,
I
shout
even
out
asked,
to
I
the
asked them to go there
family.
and subscribe to you. So a lot of them came over there and subscribed to you. So you know I got a big family. So a lot of them went over there
Yes,
to subscribe. So I know that your thing should have went up a little higher because I have a big family and a lot of them went over there and subscribed. I sent them all the paper, all the stuff that you be when you on your live and stuff. I sent it all over down
yes.
there. I sent it all the way down there where you live at. You know, I got a lot of family there. So all of them want to subscribe to your channel. So I'm so glad that your channel
Thank
did
you,
make it
guys.
to
Thank you.
one what it was 1,000. You made 1,000.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
so
Miss Wanda
blessed.
J.
I sent them over there. So yes, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed.
Thank
So
you, family. Welcome to the Buttercup tribe. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Wanda J. Blige, one thing about it, two things for sure, is I've always loved you. I always respected you, and I've always gotten your personality. So to me, you remind me, I always said you remind me of, one of the old school aunties, one of the matriarchs in the family.
yeah,
They tell two kids, if
my
I
niece
have
told
good
me
time,
that my niece said
you
that
know,
my niece said she a good person, Wanda. She's real sweet. She nice. That's okay. All right. And I ever since then, we've been like child jagging and talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Yep,
we've
yep,
been talking to each other a
absolutely.
lot. So I mean, I like to deal with who I like to deal with, but you know, things things went that way. It just went that way. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Even to my sister called me when you was over there cussing and fussing. She called me. She said, "Girl, you got to go there and listen to what ButterFlii over there say."
Ooh, I'm
I said,
sorry.
"She said, girl, ButterFlii is going off." I said, "Well, I'm
Listen,
glad y'all subscribe."
tell them I'm so sorry. I know a lot of them don't like the cut, but I've been working on it. Okay,
No,
tell them I'm working on
she
it.
was
Tell them
fine with it. She was fine with it because she
okay.
told me, she said, "Girl, you need to go there and listen. She taking up for you, whoever you would argue with, she taking up for you." She said, "Man, one ain't saying no shit like that." I know she I said, "The
One
ButterFlii
J.
know me." That's right. When you know
Yep.
somebody, and you don't have to know them a
Mhm.
lifetime to know them. You can just know it what a person capable of saying and what a person not capable of saying. So when somebody
Right.
called and said, "Well, Miss Wanda said this," they should have said, no, no, I don't think Miss Wanda said that, because everybody know. I ain't gonna even go down that road no more. We ain't gonna go down that road, but I'm hoping y'all have a happy Friday, and I am so
Yes.
happy to. I'm
You
gonna
just
go.
made it.
Yeah, I'm
You
headed to the
just
house
made
to
it
give me
back.
a little quick little party.
Oh yes, you gotta show us
And
the
I know your
fashions now,
birthday
one J.
just passed. I'm gonna have to sing you something. I didn't know your birthday just passed.
Oh
You
no,
was
it passed in December. You good, baby. We
your,
good. We in the fresh
your
plate. Don't
birthday
you worry
when?
about it, one.
Your birthday
It
when?
was in December. Don't worry
Oh
about
no, I thought
it.
no. I'm sorry. I thought your birthday was this month. I said, "Huh, she is a
Oh
Pisces like my mommy."
no, my grandmother's a Pisces though.
Oh, okay.
My grandmother was March 1st. Yep, my grandmother was
No,
March
I thought
1st.
it just
Hey,
passed. So it's over with now.
honey.
So listen. We left all that in 2024, like you said, and this the third month
Mhm.
of 2025. We're gonna start off on a good foot. Good foot,
Hold
yay!
up, J. Clock.
we,
Hold up. Hold up. I'm about to play. This is the only thing we got for anything that has to do with any of that nonsense. This is the only answer we got for it. Hold up, Wanda J. Blige. Let's play it for him.
Play it, girl.
Come on, real
Play
quick. The only thing we got.
Chill. Hey, man. This is what Mr. Church, man. Turn up with me. The old me gone, the new me here. I walked on water without no fear. Somebody better tell the world it's my year. The old me gone, the new me.
Oh, listen, Wanda J. Blige. That's all we got for him, baby. That's all we got for him, okay? Moving onward and upward. And, Wanda J. Blige, can you give a message to our beautiful Letitia T-Squad from her T-Squad down here at the ButterFlii's Corner? Let her know that we are so proud of her. We see her, and she is looking very beautiful and bright. She looked really beautiful in that yellow. Marge, Letitia's YouTube channel, okay? Because we try to get her to 1,000, all right, Buttercups. I think she real close, all right. So let's help Letitia get to her 1,000, all right.
Could you hear me now?
We can hear you. Yep, we hear you.
Okay, yep.
Tell that we love her and that we are proud of her and that we see her glow up.
That you played, ButterFlii.
Oh, okay. I'll play it again.
I didn't hear it.
This is what we got. This is the dust we have for them. This is all the answers we got, and this is the only answer we have.
Chill. Hey, man. This is what Mr. Church, man. Turn up with me. The old me gone, the new me here. I walked on water without no fear. Somebody better tell the world it's my year. The old me gone, the new me.
The only thing new me are here.
Listen, 2025, we're just glowing and growing all 2025. Shout out to Buttercups. You know that we've helped along the way that came back and thanked us. I'm not patting myself on the back. They came back and said thank you to us Buttercups, all right? So shout out to our beautiful Khadijah. Y'all helped get our beautiful Keita down to 100, down to the TikTok. We really appreciate that. And our fur baby, Coco, okay? Y'all got our fur baby, Coco, to over 200 subscribers down here to the YouTube. So shout out to all the Buttercups. And J. Blige, we love you. And we will definitely be tuned in tonight. And shout out to you and all of your future ventures. I can't wait to get down there for that truck, okay? I can't wait to get down there, baby.
Girl, you gotta, hey, I'm inviting you. I am inviting you. Listen, I am inviting you to the boots on the ground in office for show, okay? For show. Yes, boots on the ground. Get them boots together, girl. Get them boots together. What old fans at? What old fans at? Come on.
My fan on TikTok, okay? I was looking for my fan on TikTok. I'm gonna find me a fan.
I got all the fans. I got everything y'all need here, baby. So, well, you may need one to learn how to do it, learn how to pop. It don't take that long to learn. So, yeah.
Nope.
I got everything here. I got everything here. So, the only thing I'm doing is waiting on your presence. That's it.
Okay. Okay, Wanda J. Blige. All right, then I just make sure boots together. Listen,
yeah, make sure and you know get your boots together.
Yeah, I had some fly boots. They was blingy and everything. And you know what happened? They was too small. They was too small. I had to give them the pumpkin pie because you know she little. She got little feet. Yeah, darn it, but I got time. I'm gonna find me some nice boots. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Buttercups. Hey, pink lilies. Salutations, Buttercup. Oh, you have a traveling page? Okay. Marge, drop my email. Lily, this is what I need you to do because I don't know how if you're good in the algorithm. Thank you. There go Khadijah's link, y'all. And Keita's and drop Keita's for the TikTok and Coco's for YouTube. Pink Lily, this is what you do. Yep, there go my email. Okay, Pink Lily. So what you need to do is paste and copy your link, your exact link to your channel. All right, and you email it to me, and my mods will make sure we drop it in the chat. All right, Pink Lily. Thank you, Buttercup. Yes. Okay.
Well, Buttercup, you know.
You trading on the stock market? Definitely email me. Pink Lily. We need to get into the financials. Yeah. I'm sorry. What was you saying, Wanda J. Blige?
No, I was just telling you I'm finna step down because I got a lot to do. I got to head to Huntsville in a minute. I got a lot of things I got to take care
Yeah.
of down there. So
All right. Well,
I'm finna get ready to
tell
head
Tisha
down
that the
there.
T Squad. Okay. Tell Tisha that the T
I will
Squad.
tell Tisha what you said when I get there, baby.
Yep. Okay.
You
So
take
we are
care
moving forward
and
her and
move
to
forward
continue to
from this
glow.
day forward. Don't go backwards, baby. We don't walk backwards, so we don't go backwards. We walk forward,
Nope.
okay? And keep walking. Put one
That's
foot in
it.
front of
And
the
that's
other,
all.
not one in the back.
That's,
The only way we want to walk
nope.
backwards, we want to lose some weight. And I ain't trying to lose. No, I
Yeah,
do need to
okay.
lose some.
Blige. We got the polka dot bikini, okay? Yep. It's coming. Thank you, Keita, baby.
All
That's
right.
Keita's TikTok.
Yeah. All right, baby. I'll see you later now. I'll hit you back later on. Okay.
Okay. Love you, Wednesday,
Don't forget to
Blige. Thank
watch
you.
the show. Don't forget to watch the show. I will
Oh,
be
we
going
watching
live
tonight.
later on, letting everybody else know to watch the show tonight. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you
We're going to
so
be
much.
watching.
I appreciate everything, baby. And you take care, okay?
I will, and we appreciate you, Wanda J. Blige, and we love you, and we're so happy you're back on the team. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
listen,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And y'all have a good
you
day.
deserve
Bye bye.
you too. Bye bye. That was our Wanda J. Blige, y'all. Okay, yeah, that's right, Lady Ro. We ain't doing nothing but this, baby. This is all we doing all 2025. Get into it. Y'all better get into it.
Chill. Hey, man. This is what Mr. Church, man. Turn up with me. The old me gone, the new me here. I walk on water without no fear. Somebody better tell the world it's my year. The old me gone, the new me.
Hey, Cecilia. Salutations, Buttercup. The show right here. What is this Carlos King new show that he started down there to the OWN where he interviewed different reality stars from different shows? His episode with Wanda J. Blige is gonna be airing tonight. I don't know if y'all remember the promo that they shot. Yes, thank you to the hardest working mod squad. All right. Y'all make sure y'all grab our beautiful Keita's link to her TikTok. All right, Buttercup. She can officially go live now, and she will be my co-host for the garden that we'll be doing down to the TikTok. All right, Pink Lily. Thank you so much, beautiful. We would love, 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 love. We will definitely share your channel out. And I want to see if I could connect with you and see if you'll be willing to come over here and do a little, financial talk with us down here to the Butterflies Corner. Thank you so much, Pink Lilies. Yes, no problem, Cecilia. Top of the morning, Buttercup. No problem. Yep. Carlos King, don't get mad at me, okay? Charge it to the head and not the heart. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the show. Let me go look it up real quick. It's his new show on OWN that he do. They took a little break, but he's coming back tonight, and Wanda J. Blige is who he will be coming back with, okay? Okay, listen. Wanda J. Blige is beat to the gods. Y'all should see, baby, listen, hold up, let me look it up. Carlos, Big Los, don't get mad at me. I don't think it's called Recaps with the King, but I know it's something with the King. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up right away first. Shoot. Look, even that's hard, Carlos. You done got so many shows under your belt. So I know it's not is it the Nightcap? Let me see. Is this recent? Or was that the name of the old show? Yeah, Nightcap was the old show. Okay, the new one is is it Reality with the King? Thank you. Thank you. Look, I didn't even look, Buttercups. It came right to my head. And as soon as I looked up, Miss Denise and Auntie Netta had it right in the chat. Thank you. Yep, Reality with the King. Mm-hmm. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll make sure we have that disclaimer up and ready, when we get together. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Pink Lilies. Yes, that's right. Reality with the King. Thank you, Buttercups. Yes, happy Friday. Happy Friday. If you're just now getting here, Wanda J Blige just graced us with her beautiful presence. And we was going over, we listened to Oliver Twix's response to him being thrown in the mess with Funky Dineva and Michelle ATLian. But we're going to take a real quick intermission, all right, Buttercups? Because I'm going to go look up that tea real quick that got to do with Aaron Hall allegedly missing. All right, Buttercups, give me 2 seconds. Cue elevated music. Don't y'all go nowhere, okay? Don't forget, no face, no case. The hotline is open. It's Friday. Mm-hmm. All right, Buttercups. Unfortunately, because I'm late to getting this tea, I'm gonna have to read it to y'all. And I'm sourcing this from Vibe magazine, and they did this article 24 hours ago. Okay, Buttercups. So unfortunately, I wasn't queued up for that this morning, but I am sourcing the Vibe magazine, so I'm gonna have to read it for y'all. Okay, so the title is Aaron Hall reportedly missing after being named in a Diddy lawsuit. Okay. Aaron Hall is reportedly missing in action, according to Liz Gardner and her attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. Gardner accused Hall and Sean Diddy Combs of actual, you gotta be careful what you say on YouTube. Actual assault and a lawsuit against them from November of 2023. Blackburn is now requesting to serve him through newspaper notices in Georgia and California after being unable to track him down successfully. I believe that served by politicians is now the only remaining option to provide notice of this publication. Excuse me, not politician. I believe that this is Blackburn. This is quoted from Blackburn. All right, Buttercups, the lawyer Blackburn. If y'all are not familiar with him, he's been the lawyer in quite a few lawsuits. He's actually the lawyer that represented the victim and T.I. and Tiny's lawsuits too. So yeah, Blackburn. Okay, so back to Blackburn. This is his quoted statement. I believe that to serve by publication is now the only remaining option to provide notice of this lawsuit to Mr. Hall. We have effectively exhausted all reasonable methods of locating him. I am unaware of any additional addresses, locations, or persons we could rely on to get the summons directly to Hall. Therefore, publication in newspapers is being sought as a last resort, Blackburn said in a statement. Court documents display Gardner's extensive efforts to locate the I Miss You Croner, who's also one of the founding members of Guy. Okay. Processors first tried to serve him at a View Park, California address on June 12th of 2024, but it was confirmed by current residents that he moved. A second attempt was made 8 days later at a Tanzania, California residence, but the current homeowner confirmed that Hall has moved 2 years prior. The search for Hall expanded to Ohio, with attempts being made to serve him twice at a Cleveland address in early September of 2024. The current occupant denied knowing Hall. Hall's last known address was a Woodland Hills, California apartment. 2 attempts have been made to serve Hall, November 6th of 2024 and January of 2025. Both were unsuccessful. All right, Buttercups. Gardner claims Hall and Combs actually assaulted her when she was 16 at an MCA recording event between 1990 and 1991. She alleged Combs gave her alcohol and forced her to perform sexual acts in Hall's New Jersey apartment. The singer allegedly burst into the room, assaulted her, and left her feeling shocked and traumatized. Jodeci's Devontae Swing was named as a witness to the alleged assault, but was dismissed from the lawsuit this past January. All right, Buttercups. Now I'm gonna give you a little backstory. So why this is very interesting. Okay. Now this article I just got from Vibe magazine. So if you want to look it up for yourself, this was out of Vibe magazine and was published by Maya Abraham. Okay. And it was published March 27th at 11:11 a.m. All right, Buttercups. So that's the backstory allegedly of Aaron Hall missing. But I want to pull up a clip of Aaron Hall running his disgusting mouth. And I want y'all to tell me if y'all don't, what homegirl saying is not somewhat believable. Hold on, Buttercups. Give me 1 second. Let me go find that video. All right. Unfortunately, because I don't really care for this YouTuber, but this is where I'm finding the content at. So this is for research and criticism purpose. And you can find this clip down to the DJ Vlad's platform. Oh, anywho. But I digress. This is the clip that I want y'all to listen to, and then y'all hear this law. Y'all heard what I just read about the lawsuit and what he's being accused of. All right. This clip I got from unfortunately I got from this dude, DJ Vlad. Fair Use Act. Top of the morning, Jesse. Good morning, Buttercup. Happy Friday.
Didn't say that she handled my shit.
Hold on. I'm telling you right now, Buttercups, it's very explicit, okay? He got a filthy mouth, but this clip is important considering the charges that were brought against him, or it's not charges, excuse me, it's a civil suit, considering the civil suit that was brought against him. But this is Aaron Hall out his own filthy ass mouth.
Can't no bitch out there say that she handled my shit. My father's a pastor, so my whole thing is that my grandfather being a pimp is just like I'm third generation Aaron Hall III. My father's is Aaron Hall Jr. He's the pastor, so I just skipped over it like checkers. And the whole thing is that if you never heard a girl say that no fucked up trick shit about Aaron Hall, then you understand that Let's Chill shit is some real shit.
So that was basically like from some life experience.
Now my whole thing is that I just think that girls think that a whole lot of guys, run after they shit. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me. You can say what you want on there.
A whole lot of girls out there with the umbilical cords, them young 1970s, 1980s bitches. Yeah. You know what I mean? They try to go up there with the fresh out the pussy shit and think they can get like a nigga like Aaron Hall. I'm historical dick.
Yeah.
They fuck with me.
That's right.
If they fuck with me, it's a big dick. Everybody know my son is muscular. Everybody know that shit. So
yeah, that's glory, and tell them about it.
So when you put Aaron on it, when you fuck a bitch for 3 days and take the bitch hand and take him out of the man's hand, then you are a retired pimp.
Yeah.
But at the time, as soon as I came to South Beach, I just grabbed her and shit.
Allegedly, word on the curve. This is him talking about his child's mother, Gloria Vasquez. Some of y'all may familiar with her. She's one of the original video vixens. And allegedly the story he's giving you, I guess she was dating I don't know how true this is, but this is the rumor on the curve. Right on the curve is rumor has it. Allegedly, she was dating Uncle Luke, and this is the story that he's going over. But hopefully, he gets to the part where he bring up these other people's name that are also named in this lawsuit. But yeah, this is Aaron Hall with his raggedy ass.
Tell you the same story. I just grabbed her and fucked her for 3 days. Then Aaron's got on a pussy with an apostrophe S.
Yeah,
like it's Aaron.
I mean, it was like
colors on it.
Yeah, crazy glue. I mean,
my whole thing is this: is that if niggas.
Oh God, I'm sorry, Buttercups. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that y'all have to listen to this nonsense. But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason. Okay, we're gonna try to hurry and get through this nonsense. I wish I knew how to speed this shit up. Really.
Can't handle me, I'm not gonna never let them get my last name. If you can't handle my dick, you ain't getting my last name. So I've been single for 50 years.
All right, man.
A whole lot of niggas out there, from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to death. I'm in the fucking public. You feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake, little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like you used to go to see a Buffy on any of them niggas. They've been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch.
Yeah.
Tell her the name of the tattoo that's on my rib that says warning. Fuck you up.
All right, I found a way to fast forward it. But this is what I want y'all to hear. Now, we just read what the lady claimed in her lawsuit, all right? This is Aaron Hall down here to the raggedy ass Vlad's, DJ Vlad's platform, running his jibbers, okay? Now, let me rewind it back a little bit. I did put it on fast. I put it on speed because we have to hurry and get through this nonsense. I'm sorry. I can't. Shit, my ears are hurting. And I cuss like a motherfucking sailor.
Apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Like it's Aaron.
I mean, it was crazy glue.
My whole thing is this: is that if niggas can't handle me, I'm not gonna never let them get my last name. If you can't handle my dick, you ain't get my last name. So I've been saying for 50 years.
All right, man.
A whole lot of niggas out there, from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to death. I'm in the fucking public. You feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake, little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like you used to go to see a Buffy on any of them niggas. They've been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch.
All right, you heard him. Oh God, I hope you heard him because I don't want to play that shit back. Buttercups, he just named Jodeci and Puffy and basically said out his mouth that they all been at his house and they all seen it. So there you go. That's the only reason why I wanted to pull that up. Anywho, moving along. Whew, got through that nonsense. Sorry about that, Buttercups. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Woo! I forgot how vile it was. I did forget how vile it was. It's been a while since I listened to that clip. But that's basically right. It's just so ugh. And he really, baby. It's girl. Ugh. Any woman that, oh my God, Lord. Oof. Buttercups. Woo! Baby. Aaron Hall could go on somewhere and he can go play in traffic. And I don't know what's going to happen to him when he do. But as far as I'm concerned, Aaron Hall is the type of nigga that can go play in traffic, okay? And I would never want my did you hear this nigga say he was a preacher's child? But then he said his grandfather was a pimp. Like, it's too much going on. Too much going on. Yeah, it's very disrespectful. Very gross. Like, damn, some of these motherfucking entertainers from back in my childhood needed not to hit nobody's interviews, nobody's reality shows, because it just turns you all the way off. Like now I can't even listen to I Miss You to Sing. I can't. It's like now it hits different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Ugh, why did you have to go on reality? Or why? Like, dude, you should have stayed in the cut and act like you was back in the era that there was no social media, okay? Shit. Ugh, just left a bad taste in my mouth. I can't even listen to I Miss You the Same no more. Raggedy nigga. Okay, Buttercups. That was that on that Aaron Hall, okay? Nobody called in. So we're gonna move on to our last story for today, and I'm gonna let y'all go. This story is a real unfortunate story, y'all. I know, unfortunately, yesterday I had to leave y'all abruptly, so we didn't really get to finish going through this very unfortunate story. But since then, I have found more information, and I found this information via a content creator named Prophet P.I. I actually been following him for a while. I think something happened and I came across him on TikTok. All right, Buttercups. His name is Prophet P.I. So if y'all can please make sure y'all follow him. Dang, I wish I would have got my link so my mods could have dropped it. His name is Prophet PI. So a lot of the clips that we're about to listen to, there's actually Buttercups. Can I just tell you that we was on the right trail when we said the grandmother is coming off real suspect? Buttercups. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Can I just tell y'all that we were on the right trail when we said the grandmother's coming off suspect? So Prophet PI got a lot more tea, Buttercups, and no wonder why a lot of us was siding that grandmother. Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna pull up Prophet PI. You can follow him on TikTok. I believe he does have a YouTube channel, but his TikTok platform is where he does his original content. All right, so I'm gonna pull him up real quick. So give me a few seconds. All right. All right, Buttercups. I pulled up his channel. Don't forget, this is Prophet PI, okay? I'm going to invoke my fair use. This is for constructive criticism and research purposes. But if y'all can do me a favor and follow Prophet PI on his YouTube and his TikTok, all right? This is where we're getting the clips from, and he has a lot more detail, Buttercups, a lot more details. So we're about to go listen over. Come on. What are you doing? Oh, God. Here go the tablet, acting a fool. All right. So he has some extensive videos on this case, Buttercups. So this is stuff that he was hearing when the young lady was first announced missing, all right? Hold on, Buttercups. Because he's, like I said, he got extensive videos. And I don't know. Nope, that's not the first one. I'm trying to pull up the first one he did about Kei'mani. Okay. No. Wait. Hold on, Buttercups. All right. So yeah. All right. So I think I'm at the right place for the very first video he did concerning now this is when she was just announced missing, all right? So that's the first video I'm gonna play of the Prophet PI, okay? Is when baby girl was first announced missing. I think this is the first video. I hope I'm doing it in the right order. But it doesn't look like it because he's stitching comments to these other videos. I'm sorry, Buttercups. He pumps out a lot of content, so give me a second. We're gonna find the very first one he did on Kamani. Kamani, sorry. Not Kamani. Here I get confused, right? Why are you not finding the first initial video he did? Maybe I'm overlooking it. I'm coming, Buttercups. I appreciate y'all patience. I thought I knew where I was going to start at before we came live, but I'm kind of confused now. But let me just go ahead and tap on the first video that I know for sure is about Kei'mani Latig, all right? Out of Toledo, Ohio, the unfortunate story of her missing and then being found unalive, y'all. So this is the first video that I know for sure is about her. And so I'm going to go ahead and play it. Okay, so this is the first video that I know to be on this platform about her. All right. Come on. There we go. All right, you know my tablet's a little slow. Especially for, yes, Toledo.
Figured I'd go ahead and just update the picture of Kamani Latig because I don't know why they would show a younger picture of her when she looks like this right here. Why would you put out a picture like this right here, Grandma? Family? Why would y'all put out a picture like this knowing she don't look nothing like this at all anymore? That's a younger picture. This right here is her. This is what she looks like, guys. So we out there looking for a younger child. Come to find out, she's taller. Her hair, you know, she got natural hair and everything. She's a bigger girl. I'm also seeing the rumors where, you know, there are students literally commenting, her classmates commenting, saying that she was at school on Monday. What's going on? Some people are even saying that Monday, one of the coaches saw her, talked to her, and saw her walking with her grandmother on Monday. But there's also a lady who works at a convenience store who saw her at 10:30 that morning, Monday morning. Saw her, she came in and got a drink and she left back out. She was going back down LaGrange towards the elementary school. Right now, it's just a lot of stuff being said. It's a lot of people coming forward. Even a lot of her classmates are coming forward. The school, they don't have no reason to lie to say that they saw that child Monday morning. And so they said they saw her there and then saw her at around 5:30 that evening also when she was walking with her grandmother. Why did the grandmother wait to report her missing on Tuesday when the grandmother said that she went missing on Monday? And my question got answered because yesterday I asked, you know, why wasn't she with her mother and why did her mother live in a different city? Well, I got the answer now that, you know, this right here, guilty of endangering a child, DV, aggravated assault, and she has to wear an ankle monitor. This was back in 2017. I also saw where one of the students said, you know, this is allegedly that Kei'mani.
Now, remember, I was telling y'all yesterday that the birth mother claimed that the grandmother, when she had gave birth to baby girl, went up to the hospital and made up all these salacious lies. So that's what he was just talking about just now. All right, Buttercups, and this is Prophet PI. Make sure y'all follow him on TikTok and here on YouTube, all right? These are the clips that we are now listening to, all right? And this is for research and criticism purpose, all right, Buttercups? Y'all make sure y'all go show him some love and follow his platform. It's actually a really great platform. I've been following him for a little while now.
Had complained to some of her friends and told them that her grandmother had hit her in the head with a toaster. What?
Buttercups.
Was all this stuff reported?
Buttercups. Ain't this what we said yesterday? Buttercups. Man, when you hear these clips and the grease that he's dropping in these clips, Buttercups, let me just tell y'all this right now, Buttercups. None of our discernment was off yesterday. We was right on the money with our discernment. Let me just tell you that. You heard what he just said, right? Allegedly, rumor has it that the grandmother hit the poor baby girl in the head with a goddamn toaster oven. But wait till we really get into the thick of things, because I want y'all to remember that the grandmother said that nobody else lived in the house. Remember the interview I showed y'all yesterday, right? When the grandmother said the family members that were allowed to see her, but then she backtracked and said, oh, all the families allowed to see her. He's going to touch on that too, all right, Buttercups?
Was CPS involved? Have they been involved to make sure that this child right here is safe in a safe environment? Another thing I'm finding out also is one of the family members, a cousin, has been crying aloud, has been trying to get people to pay attention to what's going on in that home, but nobody's been listening. She's been discounted. So now they're listening loud and clear right now. You guys know what?
Hold up, though.
Figured I'd go ahead and just update.
So I wanted you all to see what he was talking about when he said the grandmother put out a false picture. If y'all remember, y'all see the picture of her in the yellow? That is the one that they put on the flyer. Now, this is what the little girl actually looked like. So what he's trying to say is the grandmother was trying to throw us for an alley-oop anyway. That little girl right there is not this, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, she has grown up a lot. And there's a big difference in how she looked in this yellow shirt to how she looked in this day and present when she went missing. But this is the picture that the grandmother chose to give for us to use to look for her. We would have all been looking for a little girl that looked like this, Buttercups. We would have been looking for a little girl that still looked like this. Keep in mind, her birthday is today. God rest her soul. We do have to have a moment of silence. Her birthday is today. She would have officially been 14 years old today. But this is the picture that the grandmother decided to put out. All right. So that's why that's what you mean why the grandmother put out that late, old picture of that baby girl. And she looked, you can tell, you see the difference, right? She's way more developed in this older picture. She's way more taller. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So yeah, Buttercups, we wasn't off about that grandmother.
Other thing, I figured I'd go ahead and just update the picture.
Hold on.
He has the word ankle monitor discounted. So now they're listening loud and clear right now. You guys know what she looks like now. Let's continue to search for Kei'mani because we want to make sure that she is.
Now, this clip was obviously before she was found. All right, Buttercups. So when we really get into it, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on, Buttercups. I think this is the clip right here where he's reading the grandmother. Hold on.
This whole thing regarding Kamani Latig is getting very, very fishy. And I'm looking side-eye right now at everybody. Mm-hmm. The dad, the so-called cousin, your grandmama, everybody right now up there in Toledo, Ohio. Now, I just had a little bit more information shared with me. I don't know if these are true or not, but it appears to be. Okay, it appears to be. And what I'm ready to show you, these are.
Come on, man.
This is a call to action. Mandan, North Dakota. Bismarck.
Sorry, Buttercups.
This whole thing regarding.
I went to Ken's big sis, baby. Ken's big sis. Can I tell you something? Wait till we get to the other clips. Wait till we get to the other clips, Buttercup. Wait. Like I said,
Kamani Latig is getting very, very.
Shout out to the Prophet PI. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on TikTok, here on YouTube. This is where I'm getting the clips from. This is where I'm sourcing them. Fair use and vote for constructive criticism and research purposes. But baby, Ken's big sis, girl. Top of the morning, my beautiful. I said what I said. And bad girl Riri. Good morning, Buttercups.
Fishy. And I'm looking side-eye right now at everybody. The dad, the so-called cousin, your grandmama, everybody right now up there in Toledo, Ohio. Now, I just had a little bit more information shared with me. I don't know if these are true or not, but it appears to be. Okay, it appears to be. And what I'm ready to show you, these are text messages that the grandmother has. And it appears she is texting herself regarding a ransom. These are text messages.
Hold up, Buttercups. See, we didn't know all this was going on. Mind you, this is before baby girl was found. Look at this shit. Oh, yep, I did the right thing. I just took down. I didn't take down. Look at this shit. The grandmother was texting herself. Can y'all see that? Look at this. Now, this is where he's claiming the grandmother was texting herself. Look at that. Making it seem like somebody had put a ransom out for that baby. I knew something was off with that grandmother. I promise you, I swear to God, Buttercups, I knew something was off with that grandmother.
There's somebody texting themselves. Because a text message, when you send them, everybody already knows they're going to come in different colors. It's going to have a reply on each side from the receiver and the sender. Explain this, Miss Latig. These don't make any sense at all. You are texting yourself. Something is not adding up at all. The milk stinks and the water stinks. And also, what I'm hearing too is the father is not the father. He's the stepdad, or who is he? Who is this guy? Who is the cousin? What's going on? The police got a lot of digging to do. A whole lot. I'll bring you more as soon as I find out more.
All right, Buttercups. We're going to move on because he's getting all the grease. All right. So shout out to the Prophet PI, y'all. This is where I'm getting the clips from. Y'all make sure y'all go show him some love and let him know ButterFlii sent you. And we're going to continue to listen to the clips, y'all, because he has a lot more to this story, Buttercups. And when I tell y'all it's a whole Pandora's box, the little bit that we thought we saw over here on YouTube ain't nothing to what this man was able to pull up and what the information that was sent to him. All right, Buttercups. A lot of the information was sent to him from people that are familiar with the family and are from that neighborhood. All right, Buttercups.
The more I dig, the more that I find out, and it's very disturbing with this entire case regarding Kei'mani Latig. So I'm finding out that Dorothy is a foster mom. She is the foster mom to Kamani's mother, but she's also now a foster mom to Kamani. And the way that she got Kamani is because she fabricated some charges against Kamani's mother, Tiara. And that's how Tiara ended up getting those charges. So that's why Kamani was there. She is a paycheck for Dorothy. So just know that Kei'mani has a very good support system. Her aunties, her cousins, even her mother, a very good support system. But Dorothy is not allowing them to come around, to be around.
And bam, they said it, right? Because remember, she sat on that interview with that reporter and said, oh, yeah, the family that she's allowed to be around. And then when the reporter asked her to elaborate, she backpedaled and pussy popped. So these are the family members that she was not allowing to be around baby girl, like she said out her own mouth the first go round.
Kamani. Now, I found out some other disturbing things, especially about the people that live in that house. The first one is this person right here who was running around claiming that she was the mother.
Hold on, Buttercups, because I know I got to show y'all the pictures. Listen, I'm going to do my best, all right, Buttercups? If one of my mods can drop the fair use in the chat so I can just pin it so we won't have to, so I don't have to keep doing this, if possible. Thank you, Buttercups. All right, now let me hit the play button.
Kamani, when she's not. They call her Shabook or Shabook or whatever. And then her old man, he's back there in the back in the black right there. And I don't have a close-up of him, but we'll get that pretty soon. But both of them right there stay in that house also. Another person in that household, or at least comes over there or stay there. I don't know if he's staying there or not. But this person right here, he goes by Wayne. He calls himself Wayne Brady. But he just recently got out of prison. Now, this is the one where a lot of you students have reached out telling not only myself, but other people the complaints that Kamani had against him, where he was making advances towards her constantly. And it was reported, but it seems like that the Child Protective Services has failed Kamani. So this name Wayne Brady, I'm pretty sure is a fictitious name. All right. I'm pretty sure his name is Wayne, but last name is not Brady. But he just recently got out. But he's doing a lot of sick stuff towards Kamani and possibly other children. Another disturbing thing that I found out was this guy right here, John Hardy. Now, John Hardy, if you remember in my other videos when I said that Dorothy was shot in the leg back in 2015 by John Hardy, this is him. But when I started looking a little bit deeper and finding out that he is constantly over there, always coming over, drops by when he wants to, I found out some other stuff. Now, I had to blank out some things that way I protect personal information. But let me introduce you to John Hardy. You see the charges right there against a child, a minor, 13 to 16 years old. Why are you around these children? But it gets deeper because he got these other charges right through here where he likes to put his hands on people and they just keep going and going. I didn't put them all up here. This right here is just a little bit of a lot. It's a whole lot of it. So these are my concerns. Did Wayne do something to Kamani, or did John do something to Kamani?
Now, mind you, this is before they found her, but why this is important is because the grandmother said nobody lived at that house but her and Kei'mani and their two dogs. Would the two dogs be the couple? Because we showed you, he said that lady that he allegedly first showed was running around claiming to be the girl's mother. Okay? She lived at that house with, allegedly lived at that house with Dorothy, while Dorothy on the news network talking about only her and Kei'mani lived in that house. Allegedly, that's not true. Allegedly. Rumor has it, word on the curve is.
Seeing their background, but also seeing how they always came sideways at this child, a minor. And while the police not searching the house thoroughly, the basement, the crawl space, the attics, everywhere, why are you not searching those areas? And finding out what I found out regarding her mother, Tiara, she needs to be back with her mother. She needs to be back with her mother in the care of her mother, not at that house over there, the house of horrors. I'll bring more as soon as I.
All right, Buttercups. Now that all those are clips before they found her. All right. And this is all the stuff that he was able to find out before baby girl was found. Now, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the clip would look like where he already exposed Dorothy first. Right. Because remember, I told you a lot of these newer clips that we're watching are stitches. So I was trying to find. I wonder if this is the one, because this kind of looked like the same girl. Hold on, Buttercups. Let me see something real quick. I don't know why I can't find it, Buttercups, but I just went all because like I told you, his platform he focuses on bringing awareness to these type of cases. So he has a lot of different cases on here, but I cannot find that specific stitch for this woman right here. Wait, is this her? No. But y'all, it gets deep, y'all. It gets deep. He's able to find out a lot of information. So please make sure y'all Prophet PI, okay? Prophet PI over on TikTok and YouTube. Let them know ButterFlii sent you, all right? We're evoking fair use, all right, Buttercups? But let's get back to this because it's getting late. We already been on for what? 2 hours. All right, Buttercups. And we ain't gonna stay too long today because we gotta come back for the lounge tonight down to the TikTok. So make sure y'all follow me on TikTok because that's where we're gonna be doing the lounge. All right, then let's get back into this one about Annette. I'm at the grandmother. Look, I'm already calling.
And something else that I really wanted to put in the other video, but I'm gonna put it right here. Dorothy Jean, you need to go ahead and get ahead of this. You need to go ahead and start talking because there's a lot of stuff that is out here. Just like everything else you sell out of your house, everything you have with your mobile kitchen and stuff. I don't know if that business is still active, but I did see your business license. I don't know if it's not, but all that stuff that you're selling, there were other things that was being sold from that house also, and it dealt with people. If you catch what I'm putting down.
Ken's big sis. Did you hear what that man said? Ken's big sis. Who was it you that said that? You believe that? Yep. Ken's big sis. You heard what he just said, right? That's what he's referencing.
And people ask me where I get my information from the sources. I'm not going to name my sources. They're anonymous for a reason. Keep them safe. But if you catch what I'm putting down. And people ask me where I get sold from that house also, and it dealt with people. If you catch what I'm putting down. And people ask me where I get my information from the sources. I'm not going to name my sources. They're anonymous for a reason. Keep them safe. But just know that what they give me, they're giving it to me and it's the facts because it's stirring up a whole lot of dust. For instance, like the 16-year-old that was adopted in that house with Dorothy, and she ended up getting pregnant by a foster sibling, and Dorothy Jean knew about it, along with some other people, they knew about it, but nothing was said. And then when she was approached about it and stuff through authorities, she blew it off. I don't know anything about it. What do you?
So allegedly, what he's saying now is that, listen, kids, big sis, listen. So what he's allegedly saying now that Dorothy had a 16-year-old in her home that ended up impregnated, allegedly, by another foster child that Dorothy had. Now, mind you, this is all while Dorothy talking about only her and baby girl and 2 dogs lived in that house. Okay? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, Jesse. That's why I was like, that's why he called himself Prophet PI. Baby, listen. He's getting into the nitty-gritty of a lot. He's giving us a lot of backstory that we need. Because remember, we had all these type of questions yesterday after watching that grandmother's interview. And he had all the answers right here the whole time, Buttercups.
Talking about, because where's that young girl at now? She moved out after she had that baby, right? Yeah, she moved out and everything, but she got a story to tell also. And Darnell, the only time people will run or hide, if that's what you're doing, allegedly, if that's what you're doing. But the only time people run and hide and don't want to be found is if you've done something wrong. See, that's called that guilt and pain. Guilt is just like pain. It forces you to feel it. And then that pain is just like guilt. It won't let you rest, sleep, or even eat until you actually tell the truth while you're running, allegedly.
So remember I told y'all some of these clips are prior to where we're at today in present time with, y'all know that Darnell was caught. He was shot by the police, and he's currently in the hospital recovering. He had an arraignment for yesterday or the day before yesterday, but they rescheduled it because he's still in the hospital. So this clip is prior to us getting to where we're at in present day.
Now, Darnell seemed very genuine when he was on that news interview, and he was talking about how him and his cousin KB went over there to comfort or stay with Kamani, and then he had to leave, saying he had to go to work. I'm finding out that you don't have a job. What's going on? And what's going on with all this stuff about rolling some boots up in some carpet and taking a shower, washing your car from the bumper all the way to the trunk? What's all this stuff about? So right now, Cleveland, Ohio, and Columbus, Ohio, this is going to be a call to action. Every one of you guys are up. If you see him, call 911. Don't approach him. Just call 911. Because if he's running like they say he is, he's wanted then. Because Darnell got some things up under his belt too, up there in Columbus. Several things that a lot of people didn't even know about, but they know about it now. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. Like I said before, this baby has a story to tell, and we need to make sure she's safe. We need to find her ASAP. Man, forget about all them other people talking about you can't search here and search there and everything. We need to find this baby. She's number one priority. And if
unfortunately, ButterCups, y'all know that she was found. Like I said, that was a clip before she was found. He dropped a lot. The reason why we're listening to the older clips is because he dropped a lot of things that connected dots for a lot of us that watched that grandmother's interview yesterday. All right, we're gonna listen to a few more because he got quite a few ButterCups. Oh, okay. He don't got that many more. We halfway through. All right, the next one.
All right, we are finding out there's an active warrant out here for Darnell Ogletree, aka Darnell Jones. He has aliases, and his alias, when I pulled it up, he has a very lengthy record. Also, somebody hit me up yesterday regarding what he did a while back to a younger family member, and now that I see the alias, I see it on there. This is a scanned document, public document that is on the Toledo Municipal Court website, where you can see where they have a warrant out for his arrest for abduction. And they have his name up there, Darnell Jones, with his alias over here, Darnell Jerome Ogletree. These are some of his charges from previous incidents. I mean, like I said, it's very lengthy. I'm not going to show you all of them, but you can go see them for yourself, because here's one of them right here. And all you got to do is click on that red button right there. It says priors. It'll show you all of his stuff. And this right here is the current one right now, abduction removed from place found. That's very concerning. If you have a warrant out for this right here, abduction and removal from place found, what happened, Darnell? And the cousin that he had with him is KP. This is KP right here. This is another photo of him right here. I'll get him some more. These right here are some of his most recent charges for him, for Darnell. There's so many twists and turns regarding this entire thing. Dorothy, from what I'm finding out, there was another foster family that had Kei'mani. Another foster family that had her and also some other kids. They said she wasn't supposed to have none of these kids because of what happened in the past with the other children that were taken from her. This is deep, y'all, because this other foster family said, we don't know how she was able to get a hold of this child or any other child. And like I explained to them, the same way I explained to y'all in the other video, the same way that she fabricated all this stuff regarding Tiara in order to get Kei'mani away from her, the same thing she did for all these other children. All the stuff that they're doing, it's just a whole pot of lies. That's what it is. So far, we have Darnell, we have Dorothy, we have Shabook or Shabunk, whatever her name is, her old man that was staying there, which Dorothy can't deny, even though she's been denying it, but they live there, okay? Everybody stays in this house. Then you have other people who are associated with Dorothy, and they're all sketchy. And when you do a history check on this household, how many offenders that were registered lived in this household, that were affiliated with this household? How long has she been living there? How long has all these other children been living there? Even the 16-year-old that ended up getting pregnant by a foster sibling and then ended up moving out there shortly after that right there in that household. It's not safe. I'll bring you more as soon as I find out more. I'm still praying for this baby to be found.
ButterCups. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oof, this is a little heavy, ButterCups. I apologize. I know this is heavy. It's Friday, but I promised one of my ButterCups that we would do the follow-up because unfortunately I had to end the live abruptly, but this just sent chills through my body, ButterCups, because before we even heard any of this extra information, a lot of y'all was calling out in the comments yesterday. So this is for y'all to know too that y'all discernment was right, ButterCups. So that means that people around her, there was people around her that failed her, mainly the system. That system absolutely failed her. And the grandmother, as we can see, is a bold-faced lie. She much like, similar to what happened to the beautiful Naziah Harris, she had a whole bunch of pedophiles around this child. And obviously, she had foster children in the past that she lost custody of. And therefore, she shouldn't have never had Kamani in the first place, ButterCups, is what it sounded like. This is real sad, ButterCups. All right. We got three more clips, and then we're gonna close this out. All right, ButterCup. All
right, we are finding out there's an active warrant out here for Darnell Ogle.
Watch that one. So we got two.
All right, guys, this is breaking news just now happening. They found a body inside of a house. The detectives are out there right now. So earlier, there was a police car and this red van right here. And I was like, well, why would that kind of van be out there? But found out that this right here is a CSI van. This is the type of van they have up there, for crime scenes, things like that. So this was right here was on Console and Payne. I hope I said that name correctly, but that's where it was at first, earlier today. So right now, currently, the police are right here at this house. And there's that van, that same van. So they're at this house right now investigating. They said a body has been found in there. I pray that it is not Kei'mani. I do pray it's not, but a body has been found. So I'm not, saying it's confirmation that it's her and like that, okay? We're still praying that they find this baby, okay? But this is where they are currently right now. I don't know what street this is on. I'll find out later on. But right now, I just want to give you guys this heads up that there is currently right now a body found in this house. Also finding out they found another body in this house right here. So they're not too far from each other. So there's two bodies that's been found in the same day. So currently right now, you can see the officers up there inside upstairs, but this right here is the other house they found the body in. I'm just, my heart right now is just broken, but it's beaten also. Tierra's out there. I saw her and some of the other family out there, wanting to, see who is who. But this right here, this is heartbreaking, you guys. Just pray. I mean, just pray that it is not Kei'mani, and if it's not whoever that is up in there, pray for their family. You know what I'm saying? But I'll bring you more as soon as I find out. And I'm hearing also, this is not confirmation, but I'm hearing also that he's been captured or he's been arrested. I don't know that for sure.
Yeah. Well, we can fast forward past that one, Buttercups. But I didn't realize they found two bodies. That's similar to when they were searching for Naziah, y'all. They found when they were searching for Naziah, they found like 3 additional bodies, y'all. I didn't even know that. They found 2 bodies on the same block while they were searching for this baby girl in Toledo. These abandoned houses, Buttercups, these abandoned houses is not good, y'all. That just goes to show, the detriment to abandoned houses and communities. These are 2 different communities that have abandoned houses that been having bodies found, like they pieces of candy being handed out at Halloween. Because if y'all don't remember with the Naziah Harris search, they found like 3 or 4 bodies. I didn't even know they found an additional body looking for this baby girl. So yes, prayers go out to the family of that person that was found. Wow. Just mind blowing, y'all. All right, I think I got one more. Let me see.
They're finally showing the surveillance footage of when he was walking down the street and when he was carried off into the ambulance. I'm going to show you something because I see a lot of people, they're trying to blow up the picture and everything, saying that he had shaved his head. I don't think he shaved his head. I think he had on either a gray do-rag or a gray skull cap. He had one of the two. I don't think he shaved his head. I could be wrong, but I don't think he did. I'm going to show you the video. Now, this right here is at normal speed. This is him walking right here. And then you'll see him right there in the ambulance, going to the ambulance after they put a bullet in it. Now, right here, I blew it up just a little bit so you can see it, and I slowed it down a little bit. Just look at his head. I don't think he shaved his head. That right there is either a skull cap or a gray do-rag. That's what that right there is. Now, right here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to stop it. See his head right here? That's a do-rag or a gray skull cap. That's what I think that right there is. Now, right here, I blew it up just a little bit more. That way you can get a better look. I'm going to go ahead and center it for you. But that right there, like a gray do-rag or a skull cap, because it is cold up there. You know what I'm saying? And he just wanted to hide his braids or his hair. But that right there, and it don't look like he shaved his head. That look like, some type of do-rag or something. And with everything that's coming out, they're going to put handcuffs on her next. Watch. Because I'm glad that he survived so he can tell about everything. Because he's not going to go down by himself. He's going to go ahead and tell on everybody. Her, Calpo, KP, whatever they call him and everything. Everybody's getting told on. Watch. But tell me your thoughts as far as what you think. Did he shave his head or do you think he got on a do-rag or a cap? They're finally showing the surveillance footage of...
Probably a do-rag. All right, Buttercups. I think that's his latest update on that situation. But we all know that he has since been caught. But all that extra tea about the grandmother, Buttercups, we wasn't wrong. We wasn't wrong. Just sad, Buttercups. Very, very sad. Yeah. Yep, that lady, and then come to find out, allegedly, I guess he's saying that she ain't even the mother's real mother. It's a mess. It's a mess, Buttercups. And the system definitely failed that little girl. If you got the school coming out, you got friends, parents that spoke to that little girl personally, and she told them that she was being abused in that home, and CPS still didn't do nothing. The school filed complaints. Alleged other family members that she was being kept away from. That the grandmother backpedaled, pre-popped, and said, "Oh no, I wasn't keeping her away." But first, she said she was. Yeah, it's a mess, Buttercups. It's a mess. It's sad. Yep. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get his channel right now for you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put the elevator music on. Yep, that's Prophet PI. Please make sure y'all follow him on TikTok and let him know ButterFlii sent him y'all way. Okay, I sent y'all his way. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab his link. Thank you, Buttercup. Thank you. Here to go to make Buttercup. Thank you so much, Buttercup. Shout out to my mod squad, okay? The hardest working mods on these YouTube streets. All right. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. We're gonna drop the link. Hey, I said what I said. You wanna come up, boo? Yeah, it's unfortunate, Buttercups. It's a real sad story, but like I said, I wanted to do the follow-up like I promised my Buttercup that I would do. So yeah. But the call-in line's open. No face, no case. You can talk about any of the subjects we talked about this morning. We touched on Oliver Twist's response. We talked about Aaron Hall missing, and we closed out now with the unfortunate story about baby girl Kei'mani Latig out of Toledo, Ohio.
This is a call to action. Lawrenceville, Georgia. You got.
All right, Buttercups. So the call-in line is open. No face, no case. Call in, get it off your chest. You ain't got to say where you calling from. You ain't got to say your name. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all feel like. Okay, no problem, Buttercup. No problem. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I didn't hear you, lady, bro. I'm sorry, Buttercup. I sure didn't hear you. I apologize about that. Oh, shoot, Buttercups. We need some juice on the tablet so we don't lose the call-in line. All right, Buttercups. No face, no case. The call-in line is officially open. All right. I'll be back. 1 second. All right, Buttercups. Mars, can you drop the number for the call-in line, please? Yeah, you. Forget people call me. Broke my mirror. No, it wasn't. Hold on, buttercups. I gotta find us a cord. My son being stingy with his cord. Oh, buttercups. I hope this cord works for us. Second. Hopefully this cord works so we don't lose our call-in line. Take this one out. Put this one in. Here go the calling number, buttercups. Hold on. Oh, yep. Yay. Okay, the cord I found works. Excellent. All right, the calling line is officially open, buttercups. Now, you know we're on a little janky little tablet, okay? So be patient. If it take me a little second to answer, do know I'm coming, all right? Let me see something, because it don't ring. Let me see if I need to go to notifications, because sometimes I miss the call because it don't even ring. Let me see. Come on, pull up notifications. Ooh, 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 ooh. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Thank you guys for joining me. This is our second live this morning, okay? I took y'all a little nature walk this morning. Now, let me see. Ringtone. Oh. Okay, we got to pick a sound. Let me see. Yeah, I like that one. Let me see. Let's listen to the different ones, though. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, I like that one. Okay, that's our sound. All right, so hopefully we get the notification. Let me make sure. Text tone. All right. So hopefully, if one of my mods can do a test call in to see so we can see if the ringtone is on, and we greatly appreciate it, buttercups. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. All right. Yeah, I think hopefully we can hear it ring if y'all call in. Let's see. Yep, we got a test run. Nope, it still didn't ring. I don't know what I didn't do right. All right, buttercup, it didn't ring, but I'm gonna answer. I don't know if you calling to help me test it or if you calling in because you actually have an opinion. Salutations. Can you hear me? I thought I heard somebody. Did y'all hear somebody too? Okay, that was you testing it? Okay, all right, I'll hang up. Yeah, it still didn't ring, y'all. I don't know why I did that. And then it did a missed call when I answered the call. Okay, well, I guess I just got to make sure I keep my eye on the notepad. I don't know why. But don't it ring sometimes and then it don't ring, huh, buttercups? I think that's what happened. And I think it has rung a couple of times. But it's okay. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Anyway, buttercups, the call-in line's open. I'll wait a few more minutes. If we don't get no call in, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. We already like 3 hours in. And we have a busy day today, buttercups. Oh, it's only 9 a.m. Oh yeah, baby. I already did a 45-minute live. Okay. So you might as well say I've been live for 4 hours. Okay. I already did it like a 45-minute live, 50-minute live this morning on our trail. So don't forget, buttercups, tonight the lounge will be open and we'll be back on TikTok for the lounge. So make sure you are following me on TikTok. Thank you guys for joining me for another edition of Morning Table Talks. Down to the butterflies corner, okay? Floating around being newsy. Okay, buttercups? Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that free 99 like button. Thank you to all my beautiful Wanda J. Blige. She dropped off and said hello to us, Buttercups. Do not forget to watch her episode tonight on Reality with the King. Yes, Buttercups, that will be airing tonight. So y'all make sure y'all are watching the beautiful Wanda J. Blige tonight, all right? And the lounge will be open down to the TikTok, all right? Shout out to our beautiful Wanda J. Blige. She will be making her official appearance back on the scene, okay? Down there to the Carlos King with Reality with the King, all right? So y'all make sure y'all are there, Yes, Wanda J. Blige stopped in this morning, Buttercup, and her episode will be airing tonight down to the OWN network with Reality with the King. Shout out to Big Low. Shout out to Big Lows. Yep, I said what I said. You're going to have to red ball it back a little bit, baby. You're going to have to red ball it back a little bit. But yep, Wanda J. Blige stopped in this morning, showing some love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her and our beautiful Tisha T Squad in the building. Let's go. All right, Buttercups, I'm going to let y'all go, and I'll see y'all tonight down to the lounge. In the meantime, in between time, remember to what? Smile, and the world smiles with you. All right, Buttercups? It's the most simplest, kindest gesture that you can offer anybody. All right, Buttercups? Yes, okay. And it's a universal language, all right? It don't matter what country you come from, what language you speak. Everybody understands a smile, all right, Buttercups? And guess what? You don't want to get them little nasty crow feet, okay? Especially for us seasoned women, okay? It takes way more muscles to frown than it does to smile. Yes, my beautiful Buttercups. And welcome. Our tribe is growing, Buttercups. Our tribe is growing. So welcome to all our new Buttercups. Welcome to the family. Thank you guys so much for tapping onto your girl ButterFlii. It is greatly appreciated, okay? Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all tapped on with your girl ButterFlii, and it is greatly appreciated, all right? So shout out to all our new Buttercups. We are growing, Buttercups, glowing and growing all 2025. Before I head up out of here, I got to play it one more game. Yes, baby. We are glowing and growing, okay? Let them know, Buttercup. Let them know. Even my butt. Listen, even the Mod Squad famous out here, baby. Listen, as you can see, ButterFlii is setting some trends, Buttercups. In case you forgot, I did touch on this a little bit this morning. I found it to be very odd. But, sometimes you have to, give your own self your own credit. Yeah. I found this new channel that popped up in October. And the name happens to be Word on the Curve. Very, very interesting. And it looked like they was a Garbage Pail Kid. Not too sure because I didn't really go into listening to the video, but those are their beginning videos that they did. So apparently, allegedly, they might have been a Garbage Pail Kid that used to lurk over here and decided to start their own channel with using my favorite line, Word on the Curve is. So yeah. That's me being a little messy. Y'all know your girl messy. I gotta be a little messy, just a little messy. But we have to pat ourselves on the back because if we don't, they sure as the hell ain't gonna give us our credit. But anyway, like I said, this is all we got for everybody. 2025, okay, Buttercups? Glowing and what, Buttercups? Say it with me. Growing. So welcome to all my new Buttercups. Welcome to the tribe, okay? Greatly appreciate.
Chill. Hey, man. This is what Mr. Church, man. Turn up with me. The old me gone, the new me here. I walk on water without no fear. Somebody better tell the world it's my year. The old me gone, the new me.
Look, Auntie Nella, when I seen that, I said, what? Auntie Nella, I was like, wow, too. I said, let me give you a shout out down to the Butterflies Corner, because we know where you got your name from. And okay, so we got to make sure we give ourselves our credit, okay, because they ain't going to give us our credit. But shout out to you, okay? Y'all make sure y'all go over there and show the Word on the Curve some love and let them know ButterFlii sent you. All right? All right, Buttercups. I love y'all. Mwah. Love laying butterflies. See y'all on the upside. Look, Auntie, we got to give ourselves, we got to pat our own self sometime on our own back, okay? Love, light, and butterfly. Yeah, love, light, and butterflies, buttercups. Mwah. I'll see you guys tonight down to the lounge. Shout out to my drunk aunties in the building. Boop, 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 boop. Shout out to all the drunk aunties. I'll see y'all tonight down to the lounge. All right. Mwah. Love, light, and butterflies. Happy Friday. Make sure y'all keep your head on the what? Swivel and stay on y'all square. Let's go, buttercups. Let's make this day great. Have a beautiful, blessed, great day on purpose. Bloop.